Spike's down here, so it's going to be a touch-and-go play. Picked up on the other side by Dapper as he comes around to see what happens. Beautiful tripwire by Magnum to start it off. And it looks like the defense pays off, but TenZ answers back quick.
Yeah, the trade's coming through here as site control is being vied for, and Boaster is in a lot of trouble. Will get taken down by Sick, and Sentinels have pulled away with this control now. The wall going up onto spawn will deny any entry for Fnatic, so we'll get Doma and Durka making their way across to B Heaven. There's no real opportunity to go anywhere else at this point. They're just going to send it with the dash. Durka with a nice opening, but needs 2 more to go. It's going to be difficult to find those. It's now just Doma with the Ghost. Sentinels will be toying with Durka, and in fact, they're just going to finish things off. The opening pistol round will be won by Sentinels.
Give a pause to Sentinel's strategy. Here we go up towards Heaven. It looks like it's going to be the execute on B.
Shazam able to take down Mystic. Magnum, though, below, might be able to get a few here. Good position. TenZ with the stab, causing problems. And that, well, Magnum still gets 2 out of that, so still a good advantage here for Fnatic in the 3v2. Time is really on Sentinels now. They've got to plant the spike. You can see Shazam's going to give up that spike there, leaving it up to Dapper. 2 more to find, though, and 10 seconds to get the spike. He doesn't have time to really mess around here. Has to push the issue quite quickly. He's going to just drop or swap out the weapon so he gets more ammo, but he's not in a winnable position here. Fnatic played it very well, and there we go. For Fnatic, they have to respect this. And because of that, Shazam's able to get a backstab, sneaking through ropes. And TenZ is going to try to capitalize here. Pulls out the showstopper, looking for those defenders. Oh, he's actually missed both right below him. And that might give an opportunity here for Fnatic to hold on to this A site. They still have Mystic in position on elbow.
Fnatic never dead to rights. You have to realize that. They're here for a reason, and they're ready to play, trying to pull this one back into their favor. Now Magnum with the Spectre versus 2.
Player standing.
Such great movement there from both Sentinels players. Double elevation on the peak. So this double peak should be somewhat impossible for Mystic to deal with. Oh.
Hot foot for Zams, just a tiny bit. He felt it for a second. This is going to be tough. Mystic's going to have a hell of a transfer here. If he does hit it, he might have the angle on 1. Viper's Pit is not something they could really put to use in this, but remember, this was one of those rounds that we have guns being picked up here.
1 enemy remaining.
And
Fnatic to be able to make use of it.
Yeah, it's down to Mystic. Oh my goodness, Mystic's doing a good job, but Shazam's got the position for the punish. Passively, though. Moving back towards B. Oh, Magnum's going to use the exactly what's coming right now.
Oh, yes.
Boaster with the Sheriff, finds the spike, and now it's just 2 players remaining here for Sentinels. They are in so much trouble, and with Doma here around the corner with the Sheriff. Oh, that was the chance. But still, Sentinels alive in this round.
I just love seeing the good play, Dan. Anybody can win this. The shots people are hitting, the solo 1-and-dones and almost getting 2. Zams picks ones up there, but it's Magnum again having a week for himself. Many have said it. They usually do not see this type of pressure, this type of potential out of Magnum.
Sentinels now looking to barrel through B main to find their way into that site. Fnatic are up on B Heaven at the moment, trying to do what they can to defend this. And the suck there on TenZ, almost getting him in trouble. Magnum going close. Magnum's in trouble. It's going to find the head of Shazam. No trade able to be had there behind the wall. Sentinel still, though, winning the sites, doing the damage they need to. But Magnum still has some site control himself here for Fnatic. Still with the swing and another win from Magnum. How is he causing so many issues here? Sentinels, they're really stuck at the back of the site with not too much space to work with. Nice with Shazam there on the knives, able to take down Magnum. Finally, the Sentinels are closing the distance, but now it's on Sick to try to save this one. And there comes the play around the poison orb from Boaster. Now the question is, what is the response from Fnatic? You can't really take a loss that early on lying down, but I mean, TenZ is going to force the issue, goes through, actually kills himself with a showstopper as well as the Doma. And now it's a 3v3. Magnum's holding on to B Heaven. Sentinels might want to try to reset the situation here, especially after that neural theft. We might see Sentinels slow this one down, but Shazam's still pressing, and he will find the kill. Well, so they've cut noise. I think they want Durka to rotate, but in they go through to B main now. After that long delay, Sentinels trying to remove Fnatic from position, but all they have is position right now. Boaster drops down into Dapper. He's got basically no time to plant this spike. Given that it's up here, up the rope, I mean, he might have just enough time here, but they are going to spring on top of it.
At the peak shoot.
Dapper find a way to make this one work. Magnum will put him out of his misery. Oh, and he actually pops the knives as well, Shazam. Oh, over the toxic screen! Shazam's doing damage, takes down Doma, and Six also able to get rid of Mystic from A Heaven. So this is a good effort right now from Sentinels. They're pulling ahead in this one. Fnatic are struggling. It's down to Boaster, and he is not going to be able to deny the plant of the spike. This is a very difficult position for Boaster. Sentinels not with the greatest economy going into this round, but finding a way to make it work. Boaster in this 1v3 needs to be totally on top of every single shot. And Sentinels are disciplined and methodical.
Look at, you hear the jump in the back? Little distraction jumps.
Oh, players are ready on the side to defend. In comes the gravity well as well. That's a perfect timing to slow things down. That very well tees up Shazam for that frag. Fnatic are gonna just try to barrel onto the side, but Six still elbow is immovable from that position. And Sentinels, they're gonna be pulling ahead on this one. Yeah, very fast push there up a ramp, pressuring A Heaven, taking that away from Sentinels. Boaster actually picking off Zombs here, so they have side control. Oh, Shazam sprays through the poison orb. That's gonna slow down the spike plant. Sentinels being held at bay by this poison orb just for the moment. Just enough time to get that planted. Not really any post-plant positioning here for Fnatic. It's going to be a hard hold, but that's a good start there from Magnum indeed.
Nice Viper's Pit. What do they have? Can they throw a cam in there? If it's up, cam's not up for him, so we won't be able to use it just yet. It's kind of have to be the run and gun. Tens does have 2 blast packs and the Judge if he wants to fly in. They find the right corner. The high walls of Valorant allow you to just kind of draw your cursor down the wall, find the angles, and that's exactly how they find that kill in the Viper's Pit. Now into the site.
Nice start by Doma, though. Oh! 2 quick kills with that Sheriff, and now suddenly Dapper's without any time here. There's no time for him to actually do this one anymore, and they're just trying to get out of there. Dapper's going to at least try to make it hurt, but no, Mystic actually denies Dapper. Is he able to get a headshot with it? That's the question. And refresh those knives. If so, there's a real opportunity here for sure with that Jet. Trying to get that info.
Like it. This is where all those days of watching Shazam in the range doing jumping 360 headshots with knives come into play right here.
Just needs that one frag. Oh! He did as well. The dash comes through. He's going to whiff. Doesn't matter. Oh! Goes Shazam! Finds another. The updraft over the top here as he tries to find the... Oh my God, Shazam! He's making this one work. It's down to Sick now, but there's just so little time here to get this defuse. Sick's going to get the kill, but they're going to make that one truly hurt Shazam. Oh, how does he do it? How does he do it? Yeah, and it might actually be the case here because Fnatic are going to get themselves across, but maybe Sick can deny the plant. There's no time here. There's no time. They've got to try to plant this one. The trade does come through.
Oh, they're going to get it.
Deny Sick, and indeed, with half a second remaining, they pick it up, and now Sentinels have to retake, but they do have this upper position. However, this lurk from Boaster could be everything if he times it correctly. Can't be too quick, can't be too slow.
Oh, Boaster.
It's a delicate dance, and he's going to absolutely nail Shazam. One more player to go, and he can just try to pressure here, and then comes his teammate Doma in for the assist, and then that leaves it on Dapper. Dapper is not looking good from this spot. There's the tap, and Doma finishes him off. Fantastic.
To continue to control these rounds. Isn't shut down, though, as Shazam with one shot there. Durka comes in, takes down Tens. Is it another? Yes!
Durka just truly bloodthirsty there, charging his way forwards. Another dash comes in to try to keep that pace high, taking that B side by force. And Sentinels don't have too much at the moment. They're regrouping, but Sick might be able to find something as these Fnatic players scurry into post-plant positions. Have to get the plant first, though, and Sick is going to try to drop in as Dapper also gets that angle, but it will just be Dapper left standing there now. The Zombs replaces Sick's position, perhaps, up on this high ground. But again, there's so many Fnatic players here. The spike now just being planted. Doma's going to hear everything. Oh, the cam tag comes through, and Zombs will get traded out. Fnatic!
On both sides now, Fnatic is pinched.
Oh my
Mystic
God.
with a great shot onto Shazam as the poison orb comes up.
There's the whip of the showstopper. There might be a few magical elements coming together here for Fnatic, but Zom's backside will shut it down. Doma, I don't know if he's going to have much time here. There's the peak, there's the delay. It's going to be impossible thanks to Dapa's position.
Because they don't think the operator's going to come out of vents. What a play by Sentinels. It is Fnatic in the site already, but here comes TenZ.
Oh, they don't have any idea about TenZ's position. He's going to take down Durka, the trace through from Magnum, but it's up to Shazam. Backside! There's the updraft, pushes forwards. Shazam can't make it work off the second right click. It's up to Dapper and Zoms to hold this one off.
Beautiful shot.
It is, and that leaves Zoms. No, about Zoms' position. The spray is not good enough. Mystic locks it in for Fnatic. 12 rounds. Fnatic mid-control for now, but TenZ's peak could mean a lot. We know what he can do with the Sheriff. And straight into his crosshair goes Boaster. That's a weapon for TenZ. There's no one to really protect that. TenZ doesn't know that, and here comes the push to Fnatic onto that B site. Looking good here to try to recover, but they're still down. In fact, down 2 players. Shazam peels away one more.
Oh my word.
2v3 here for Fnatic. Now just down to Doma. Sentinels looking to bring this one to an overtime, but Doma, maybe he can still deny it. He has the spike. There's the bait, and it's going to work for Sentinels. We're going to overtime here, Rib. Map 1 of this grand finals is overtime.
Boaster looking to get set up here by Doma, but they have to watch 2 positions. They could be in a bad spot as another Nebula goes up, and they're entering B.
Oh, that's a pretty damn good flash, and that's going to be enough to punish TenZ. Mystic will try to swing through, but unfortunately for him and for Doma, they can't make that
30 seconds left.
That defense work out. And Magnum's just got so many players left to deal with.
Magnum.
ISORB coming
low.
through.
They're going to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah, there's not a lot that is left to be done there for Magnum. And that's Sentinels closing out the first round of overtime. Those are Zuma reactions right there, to be certain. Now Dapper backside here, looking to do what he can to try to hold this one off. He's just going to have to try to delay, try to hold on to the backside control, buy time for his teammates to get here. TenZ is there now, able to help Dapper as that wall goes down. And this is beautiful. Just enough time bought there by that cage. And now Shazam swings in. Sentinels are looking fantastic. And that's it. Sentinels will win map 1 in overtime.
Oh, I got Boaster in there doing the flex with Brim. He runs in there solo, runs back out. The wall gives him a bit more cover, and now it's a scramble. Shazam here on the outside. His shock dart is already, or sorry, sonar dart has already been used, so they can't get that in. And now it's just going to be havoc being wreaked by the pistols.
The question is, what is there for the post-spawn? And that's the answer. We get those snake bite lineups. That's going to cause all kinds of problems. Mystic waiting for the perfect moment to shoot the next one, and they got to try to hold on here. Durka will do a good job there. Mystic, with that snake bite, able to take down another. And this is looking quite grim here for TenZ. Last person standing, Durka.
Drone goes in. So I think Magnum is just going to be the real late lurk here. Fnatic's going to be looking to possibly teleport to him, and Magnum can clear the site, but that's been cleared off. This wall and the way TenZ is playing is not allowing that strat to happen.
No.
Now they go. Now they go.
There is just so much to say about that, but here comes the push. A quick switch up. And they're going to be holding on to this choke point right now. Fnatic, I don't know if they can get through this. A whiff paint shell, but they still can't get through that choke point. They're not going to have time to do this one. They have just simply run out of time.
Oh my word.
My God.
Dan,
this was heinous.
Exactly. That Viper wall, now we see what it does.
Do Sentinels have enough stall here? I don't think that they are going to be able to stall this one out, especially given the Seekers coming through here as well. Big effort, and the orbital strike is going to be popped as well from Fnatic to truly take control of this site, but they're still struggling. TenZ with a peek around the side of the smoke is keeping this effort from Sentinels alive as they swing onto the spike. Fnatic holding on though. A 4 versus 2 advantage for them at this point. The recon dart sent flying, but it really seems difficult here. TenZ needs to find that first magic kill to start setting the action into motion. He does get it, but he's going to lose Shazam in the meantime. Heal comes through, and Doma with the peek. Yeah, this is a very fast... Oh my God, TenZ is going in!
Oh dear.
With the Empress, he's unable to find it. It's such a smart move, but the timing isn't going to work out. The Showstopper will deal with him. And this isn't a really interesting for Fnatic. You know, they have the ability here to actually just keep the pressure up but not commit. Shazam taking down Doma. I'm not sure if that changes things here. 1 HP there for Durka. And there's the showstopper coming through from Sick as well. So many weak players here. Dapper will finish off Magnum. The trade through to Sick. The question is still whether or not they're going to commit to the site, and there is the answer. The quick switch up through the TP to that A attack, which is where Zoms lies in wait.
Zoms always the anchor. Always good for 2.
Welcome to my world.
Timing here from Zoms.
This should be the walk-in. Nobody cleared his right. He actually just fires in. So Zoms gives himself up. And there's the TP. Knowing one more was coming, that's going to be the Vandal for himself.
Completely doable here for Zoms. Oh, especially like that. Durka does not hear any of the
All he has to do is
cues.
tap it. I wonder if there's a relay from the team of the HP here. 34 feels like enough to take a headshot, but he does have 150, and a tap and go is what he needs. There's the tap. Oh, it's a bounce from elbow! And he thinks it's from long! Oh, Mystic, you 5-head, man! Oh, my word, what a play! 45 seconds once it's planted to get back over to the spike and get that defused. Nobody went through the teleporter. Here comes the Hunter's Fury to distract, to disrupt. And that's going to make only a bit of movement come out of Fnatic. They feel comfortable here. Sick grabs one in the little crouch right step and shot.
They're trying to fight from the back of short here. It's looking difficult. The orbital strike comes through to try to deny the spike, and it will do just that, taking down the diffuser. Zoms has to get these forward kills. The hold, the stick is
oh my god!
It's gonna drop Dapper, and it doesn't look like there's time here for Zoms to win this one. Can't find the spray. It's Boaster all day.
It's been so good. They're not falling for any of these traps.
Oh, I was just about to say, such a good punish from TenZ. That angle is, players will often think that they're safe once they've cleared Hookah to jump up there, to spot backside.
1 enemy remaining.
But they were baited into a false sense of security, and TenZ gets that kill, and his teammates will do pretty much the same elsewhere on the map here. It's looking like a really great round here now, as Mystic is the only one left. Sentinels are going to be getting that flawless, unless...
10 seconds left.
Unless...
Oh! Hey. Oh. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Oh, 7 HP! That's the paint shells, though. He's going down. And TenZ is going to drop down. They anticipate it. And Fnatic play perfectly off of these opening picks, swarming the site, trading through. And it cannot be stopped.
You know, I question putting that many people in Hookah with the Raze ult up, but okay, you do what you got to do. Fnatic absolutely took that one home. Oh my god, Sick! Comes up, this nade's gonna enter the tube. He may be able to displace Boaster a bit as Boaster makes his way out. A little satchel for the peak, and he's going with 7 bullets. Feels confident for a few tap-taps.
This is gonna be a tough one. And it's not gonna work out. Boaster takes him down. A lot to ask for there from Sick, being committed into a push. Oh, hello, Sick. He's gonna get caught in a very awkward position there with the paint shells out. Dapper will trade at least. In goes the snake bite, but Dapper, he's gonna get out of there. He's not in a position to hold that anymore. TenZ, with all of the utils still up on short A, is able to take advantage. Out comes the Trailblazer though, but it doesn't look like anybody can punish that. TenZ keeps the pressure on the planter there, and that's going to be a wrap. Sentinels, great recovery.
Agency of paint shells will come flying down. Ooh, Dapper to clean up Boaster as he fakes it once again. This is a lot like that first round or second round strat they ran.
Yeah, this was a fantastic fake. Pulled all the players out of the B side of the map for the B attack to come through. Lovely stuff here from Fnatic. Oh, TenZ comes through though with a vengeance with that Vandal. Takes down Doma. Looking for more. The Empress is out there. He's very dangerous right now as TenZ starts storming through. He is alone, of course, but again, very dangerous in any fight. Trying to make it impossible here for TenZ with this post-plant utility. The Poison Orb, very hard to deal with. Snakebite comes through as well. And at a certain point, TenZ has to get this halfway at least. Coming off of it here, trying to bait out these players. They're just not giving it to him. They're playing this one perfectly, making it impossible for TenZ.
So Fnatic are like, okay, that orb's a fake. They're definitely going B.
Oh, Shazam! That's a nice
They're not
flick.
wrong.
That is a very good save. If that was a 2K for Fnatic, things would get very hairy very quickly. But look at how they're positioning here. Sentinels are all trying to take control around Garden, and Long completely evacuated the sites. A couple players quite weak here. Mystic's also low for Fnatic, so this could really go either way here. Durka trying to get the positional information. I think they understand what's going on right now on Fnatic. There comes the spam into the smoke, just on the edge of the smoke.
Wait a minute.
Stick from Boaster.
Wait a minute. They don't know where it is. Ping it.
Boaster's getting the stick, and that's Fnatic picking up the pistol. Oh no, Sentinels. Tens has a Sheriff. He's going to creep out of showers in the forward position. He takes down one. Now it starts to get scary because Tens is on a roll with the Sheriff, as now Sentinels have more ground to work with, more space to start to take. It starts to get quite constrictive here for Fnatic. Not really many places to stand as they try to retake this, and Tens is on these angles with his Sheriff. Finally he'll go down, but has he done too much damage?
Tens with the Sheriff, Zoms with that damn frenzy. I'm not sure how they do it over and over again. The stick in here, that's going to be a Spectre. Double Spectre coming in now from Fnatic. Dapper with the Ghost. Can he do just that? Cannot take down Durka. That's a jumping classic with a little bit of cheese on the end. And will they be able to protect this spike?
Yeah, this is looking very difficult. Zoms in the back as well.
We're drawing some smokes, drawing some util. Last round it was 3 in there as they get pushed here through mid. Fnatic coming up strong with this eco. Actually, it's a rifle eco. Spectre there for Boaster, and Vandals, Phantoms around the board.
Yeah, really aggressive stuff coming in here for both teams. It's like playing F-Match at this point. Though it's just Durka and Boaster left now against 5 players. So certainly a grim outlook after the dust settles. And Sentinels just sticking together. They're not putting anything to chance here, making it as hard as possible here for Fnatic. Ooh, with that said though, starting to get a little problem in Boaster, but he's going to get taken down. Yeah, this is a very difficult scenario for Fnatic. They're going to have to be...
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I thought Magnum's position was known because of the flash, but they have no idea that he's there, and that changes absolutely everything. 2 opening kills, the orbital strike. That's going to force one player out of position. Magnum has now spotted Shazam in the corner, and so it falls onto Shazam. He's going to go down. Oh, my God.
Fnatic did a B site hit, maybe taking place.
Oh, sick. Able to take down Magnum. I really like the Garden and Long defense here from Fnatic, but it's going to be tough for them to hold it. It's a strong push coming through. Durka, that is a phenomenal pick to find, and he gets straight out of there as well. The 3 versus 4, the showstopper's out, but it's not going to be able to do anything at this point. Zoms holding the push against Durka. Durka walks straight into Zoms. The ever patient, ever methodical Zoms. Now Fnatic, they're going to need a lot more than a methodical approach.
Cannot pass this choke point. That wears off. Mystic puts himself in a very tough spot to find a win from that fight. And now 20 seconds left in the round. A little toss over from Doma as he lost the spike, or sorry, the paint shells right over towards the spike. And it looks like they may have just enough time, but it is going to be very tight to get the spike down. Boaster with the classic, and he is going to be throwing the molly down on that.
10 seconds left.
They're going to grab the spike. Are they going to be able to get anything out of it? Yes, they take down Boaster. Oh, Boaster's trying to hide. He's got to get the kill onto Tens. Gets traded out, though. This is absolutely insane, Riv. And in the meantime, Durka has actually pushed into backside. They might not know that he's here. And the spike plant comes through. It's a huge bait. Is it going to be covered? No! The transfer from Durka is good to take down both. It leaves it up to Dapper now. He's got to just stick the plant straight away. They're going to respect that he might try to come off of it immediately, but he's going to get that plant going. And now it's the 1v2. He has to isolate these players, and Doma connects with the headshot. You can see Boast is much more defensive around elbow. They've got one player committed on the site. Six is going to go straight into Magnum. That's a very good kill to find. Boaster pops out, takes down Dapper. The orbital strike comes through so he can deny the push. The trades can't be there for Sentinels, but still, it's a 3v3. Still, the spike is in control for Sentinels.
Oh my gosh.
However, this push from Tens, they don't expect it. And Tens is going to be able to hold this backhaul by himself.
A 3v2 pivotal play there by Tens. The teleport's going to come in. He's going to be able to hold the site. The flash goes up. It's not going to matter. Dirk is able to take him out as the Lear goes away. Cosmic Divide is there. It's the last ultimate that's going to be available for this round. No one has a chance to grab another. Spike planted default now. Durka and Mystic versus Shazam and Zoms.
Here comes Fnatic. Slowly edging their way forward. The tap of the spike, forcing out peaks, forcing out utility here. Sentinels, they know where one of them is. I don't know that they know where Zoms is just yet. Shazam is blocked off by this. Again, trying to fake it out. And there goes the peek from Zoms. He had to peek in case of the stick. And now here comes the stick. Shazam trying to dance. It's up to Mystic. He protects Durka. And we're going to another overtime here on map 2. They've also lost 6, so they don't have anyone to satchel in. They're going to be dropping straight in front of Magnum. He's going to take down 2. Huge result there from Magnum as Sentinels struggled desperately to get themselves on the site, and they're going to do just that. But in comes Mystic from the back. And speaking of the back, it's Zoms from backside. He's got to try to recover the spike. He's got 10 seconds. Fnatic can play the time here and force him to plant, but there's nowhere to plant right now. Has to fall inside the structure. And that's the moment for Fnatic to get onto the site, and Zoms is going to hear it. He's going to peek out, go for it, and it's not going to land. Mystic takes him down. B side a little bit here and pull the rotation away because the spike's actually moving towards that A side, but TenZ is in an elevated position. He never bit that at all. He just stayed in position. And now Boaster will try to get through here, but there's very little left for him to be able to accomplish. He'll try to push through the smoke, but I mean, he's going to take down Sick, but still very difficult. Going to drop those smokes to try to get additional cover. Oh my goodness. Just trying to creep through these smokes is so dangerous. Boaster picks up another through the smoke.
So smart, so smart.
Kill through the smokes. Unreal movement here from Boaster, but putting an end to the shenanigans will be Zoms.
Now at A, we have a better chance to hit A, but they don't have a read on where any of the Fnatic players are yet. Sentinels go in completely dry, thinking they can walk it through, and TenZ has to do a bunch of work to bring this one back into Sentinels' favor.
Yeah, he gets a couple kills. He's got the Empress. He's popped that one now. Here comes Magnum from the back. His timing is really good into this one now. Can he find another one? Boaster in the confusion takes down TenZ, who had to spin around. And now Zoms is left with 8 HP. Sandwiched between 2 Fnatic players. There's no time here. There is no time. Fnatic reset it again. We're going to another overtime here between Fnatic and Sentinels. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, Mystic is in an important position here, but
Spike down A.
There goes the TP, but it was without the frag from Mystic, so there's not a lot that Durka is going to be able to do here with such little time. And there we go. Once again, Sentinels, they seem to have cracked the formula. Contacting out. Sometimes this is the best way to do it. Sick. Oh, he almost made it backside. Boaster takes him down, protects Doma, who now sends forward the Boombot. This is going to allow Fnatic to really have a good defense.
Oh, Magnum!
Magnum again! But it's a 2v2 here, Rip. There's 50 seconds for Sentinels to reset this. They're trying to fall back. Oh, that was close.
I thought he took his head off.
TP.
Mystic waiting. HP in favor of Sentinels right now. Dapper and Shazam to run around. That means the IGL is up and thinking right now. The gears are turning from where they need to go. He says it's a call back to B. And it's probably the safest plant, knowing they have a Sova, knowing they have a Viper. Off-site play is probably their best bet to get here. Drops the spike down, so Shazam himself can stay safe for that detect.
Spike planted.
And Shazam in a forward position. Indeed, Mystic not expecting.
Oh!
This Fury coming out, and Dapper will take down Durka.
Wow.
Sentinel
Wow.
pick up. Bind.
Wait for Mystic's a utility to come in, and that's hopefully going to be enough for them.
And there's the defuse actually. It's actually, oh, it just missed halfway, but Fnatic are getting the kills here as they force Sentinels to have to peek from those smokes because they don't have any vision. That looked very comfortable for Fnatic. You can see exactly.
It's great because they're saying, well, we don't know what Sentinel's doing, so let's post up long and we can fortify the other side of the map. A trade for kills comes in as we start things off.
Boaster's in a great position. They're not expecting he's going to let the Zoms walk past. Trigger discipline moment here from Boaster as he holds the ground, and still they don't know about him. This is the play here. This will ruin everything for Sentinels. He comes through and he pulls the trigger. He only gets the one frag though. It's a 3v3. Still a good opportunity here for Fnatic, but that could have been so much more. And Durka comes through, dashing after the whiff. Chance is starting to fall here for Fnatic as now Sentinels start to pull ahead. Another missed opportunity there for Durka as Mystic swings around logs, looking for that next fight, able to take down Dapper, finds the second. Mystic has it all to do, alone in this situation. Is there any util here for Shazam? He's going for the hold here halfway. Shazam!
Fnatic is not that down and out. This is kind of a played strategy. Sick takes down Bolster, though, and now a 4v5.
Yeah, scary stuff. You're trying to take that opening jewel. Oh, hello. Tens is going to find Magnum.
Oh,
and
my word.
Fantastic follow-up onto Doma. Leaves Fnatic truly rocked after that. They have very little to work with now. Only 2 players remaining. And Tens is... Oh, hello. That right click somehow missed. Mystic will be loving it, though. And Durka's got the Blaze Storm. I mean, this would be a highlight moment. It would have to be here from Durka, but the angle from Zoms there, that's the worst possible thing that could have happened for Durka.
And these ultimates up, as we said before, and the spike is down for now. Controlled by the Cypher traps currently at the moment, but those actually just went down. So you can see Shazam's like, I'm going to go pick up the spike real quick. We need that in our hands.
That's huge too, because the tripwires go out, which allows
Such
a
a
flank here from Doma. Nice kill from Sick, but again, there is a lot of problems for Sentinels because the trips go down, and now there can be pushes all across the map here from Fnatic, and they're in a 3v4 after plant. This will be tough. They've got a great spot for the plant. Shazam is able to play from long. He's got Hunter's Fury. There's a lot of things going here for Sentinel's favor. And there goes the push into Tens. He's just going to hold the forward ground. He doesn't care. He's taking these fights by himself. Portrayed him down, and they're looking good to try to finish this one. Shazam has to go to the side, gets concussed, has to be great on his first push.
Oh my god!
Oh, how on earth has he done that? Yeah, that flank is coming in as well from Fnatic. Mystic gets one on the front. Let's see if there's any more love here for Fnatic. My goodness,
whoa,
charging forward, and also the flank there by Magnum is good also. It puts Sentinels in a very odd position. Just around before, we have Shazam breaking Fnatic's back with such an insane clutch. And now we've got a very interesting situation here. Zoms lurking through spawn. We'll take down one. Magnum with the off angle, they're able to punish, leaving Shazam alone. The Cosmic Divide as well. But this much time, Shazam could be anywhere.
I think he's going to push all the way through.
30 seconds left.
Looks quite possible here. I do think that would be a really cool play as well. But
yeah,
he's going to go for the plant on A. Boast is going to concuss the back of the site. He's spotted him. He's going to take him down. Single map. They win this map. It's a flawless run. Durka, though, is in an elevated position here. Can he get the trade? He gets it onto Sick, but it's... Oh, okay, Mystic with the swing. He's looking for more. And it's going to be a 3v3 here. Shazam is reading the flank already. Boaster is going to get caught off guard entirely.
Spike planted.
And it looks like it could be a wrap here for Fnatic unless Magnum does something truly unthinkable. Caught in the crossfire. Sentinels pick up their 6th round. But it's going to be it looks like a straight push here. Oh, the updraft peak. They were ready and waiting for that one. Sentinels were just holding their ground, looking for the response. Picked up Durka, and now they're just charging through to the side. Backside control for Boaster. He's got to hit every shot. Dapper will eventually take him down, and with the neural theft, they know exactly what's going on. Mystic, last player standing. It's going to get taken down by Dapper as well. 7-3 opening here. And there's the Hunter's Fury to try to destroy the lockdown. Although he did not do that. Transfer from Zoms won't connect either. Fnatic with a nice crunch through mid.
Whoa.
But it's down to Durka now. He's got 3 players left to go. He knows where one is. Where's the extra player? The flick's not good. Tens swings through and just annihilates Durka there. That was so fast.
2 maps down. Still have what it takes. They're going to do the first B strat, Dan. Let's see how this pays off for them.
Yeah, Zoms straight there, backside, holding things down with the assistance of Sick. Still in position, still causing problems here for Fnatic as they try to push this forward. The wall is slowly being broken, and the integrity of this push is starting to wane as Fnatic still try to hold on with what they have. Mystic with 2 great headshots, Boaster with the finishing move.
Inside the site, which becomes very tricky.
Durka went straight past the player.
Oh my god!
Sick! My goodness! He's gonna go straight to
spawn. That
was
sick!
Like, see ya! Durka straight in spawn. Tens is looking for him. Oh my god. This guy is doing so much damage. And with that, the chaos as well. The free... What? Dapper is going to get one straight through the wall. And that's going to even it up 3v3. But Magnum is in position. Garage. Doma's slowed on the planting. Oh, but the lineup couldn't be more perfect.
Oh my god.
The timing is unbelievable, Riv.
Magnum, why are you so good? The brain he's working with right now is literally just firing mind bullets to all the Sentinels. He's reading what they're doing. They're 2 steps before they even got to garage for the double collab. I should say the collab. Double collab would be a lot. Now 9-5 here. Turret's going to give him up. Shazam trying to work a little magic.
Yeah, definitely doable here for Shazam. We know how good he is. That's an isolated fight. Doesn't win it. But if he can find another one of those, maybe there's a chance. There is one, but Doma's going to take him down. That was very scary as well. Shazam is famed for his pistol aim, and Durka spamming through as well. Got to be cautious, not be overconfident in these scenarios. Sentinels could be quite dangerous with what they're carrying. There we go. Dapper opens it up onto Durka. 4v4. They've got some sight position, just diving onto Doma, trading again with the Sheriffs. In comes Fnatic. They have to push past the Cosmic Divide. They have to push past all the vision blocking, and they're going to find the frags. Boaster finds good timings on that look. Fnatic are in a great position. Oh, hello, Durka. Playing whack-a-mole. And that is a really good opening for Fnatic at 4 versus 2 now. And Durka's looking for more, and he's going to get it. Tense goes down, and now there's no hope for Shazam.
Before they all move. And again, this is where it could be tough if Sentinels get the smokes down that are necessary. Actually, they're out of smokes. So this is good for Fnatic as the retake is going to happen. Shazam takes down 1. They use the Phoenix wall to fake it. And what will happen?
Boaster,
my word.
Position was so key, and Tens, that's got to be
wow.
Scope there, and they're going to have just enough time to defuse this one as Dapper locks it in for Sentinels. They go 10-9, but oh, that's a huge
it's not sold.
Fine from Sick. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Riv. Definitely not sold, but they still take down Tens. So 2v4 after plant. It is workable.
Sonar Bolt waiting to come up for Shazam. They possibly wait for that to happen before they even retake the site. Yes, Magnum pushing up. This is perfect, but there's too many on each side, and he gets crossfired as he goes for the play that can give them the advantage. Great thought, as Sentinels just has too many there. A 4K for Sick.
Divide comes through. They're going for a fast switch up into the C site. There's the dive through. Oh my God, Sentinels bring the fight to Fnatic.
The double dive through. You hardly ever see it. Sick goes back in, and there's another one as well. It's going to be Dapper taking down Magnum. Boaster trades, and now he's a left V2.
Doesn't expect Dapper to be there.
That's 12. Phoenix just by himself. Dan, here we are, 12-9. Possible championship point here for Sentinels.
And Boaster goes down straight away, trying to challenge Tens on that A-long position. And in goes the B play. Trades on through as they vibe for position. Fnatic, they get the wall up. Res is available here for Doma. If he can find it, it's going to be very difficult, though, because they know surely that someone is in this site. It's Shazam sending forward all the utility there. Gets caught, though. And we also get the lockdown coming through here. And Doma's in such an awkward position by himself. Finally gets the res in. Sick, making his way from C-Link. Fnatic in a 4 versus 2 here. It's going to take a lot for Sick and tends to pull this one out. Magnum with the flank. He's going to find both players. There's
oh my God.
Great stuff. So great timing from Magnum. From Fnatic, they just have to find a way to win with this position, and they just don't expect Tens. Oh no, they were not checking for Tens. They do trade him out though, but Dapper has crept onto the site. The trades now as Shazam creeps, and it's 2 versus 2 after all of the trades. Do they know about Zombs? Mystic does, and now Sick is going to be here. Punishes Mystic, pulling out the Seekers. He's got the crosshair placement, but Magnum swings, and it's a win. Keeps Fnatic in this one for another round, a chance at an overtime. Desperate, but in the desperation, we can get the Chaos, and Fnatic are going to put the Chaos on.
Oh my God!
An absolute beast there! Just savaging that defense on C with the knives. And it's going to be Tens here now that we're following, trying to find something on the flank. He knows there's someone up here. We've got Boaster meditating in the window. He'll get caught. And Shazam's creeping forward as well. Oh, he times Durka!
They're running through. Sonar up. Doma's close, they don't know. Oh my God, he gets flashed!
The team flash! The team flash! Magnum's in the smoke here, Tens.
Oh my God!
Magnum's got no HP, not like this! Sentinels, they're gonna get the defuse! They've done it! Sentinels are the masters to REYKJAVÍK champions! And they do it flawlessly! They didn't drop a single map! They have made history here, Riv, because they are the first global champions in Valorant history.
Oh, he just gives up the angle.
The timing on this could be insane. Okay, Marv's got contact, the flash comes in, they want to burst off this, but Marv's still good for one. He still stands! That's 2 quick kills, but then Crashy comes over to try and help out, but Marv needs no help. He holds that down all by himself and even peeks down in it. He's feeling this game from round 1. We'll play safe, but confirmation had at least off the back of the flash, and it sets up someone like Ye. And once again, if Ye's going to do this, if he's going to be a constant thorn in the side, Gambit are going to have problems with this. There's no fear being shown. A good flash though. FNS had no chance in that moment, caught almost on transition. As now a 4v4 starts to build. Victor's on the back, tucked in towards that cubby side, but Spike's being planted and they haven't quite cleared this yet. Has he got a chance for the timing? Yes, he does. It is traded, but now keep in mind that quick flank coming in.
And it's actually 2 members now. Again, Marv will be called upon. They line up for him. Nats and Shadows will fall. It's Chronicle left. 2 shock darts. 15 seconds left on that recon, but it's like Envy might just try and smoke and go for it here. Marv, not even considering the possibility. And Ye actually low HP. He's got the shock dart here, Lauren.
Oh, this could be it. Gonna have to respect it. 6 HP, he's still alive. I don't know how he's still standing. And Chronicle is playing that time limit as best he can. Ye, what are you going to do with this one? Chronicle ain't going to mess this up. Surely not. Keep those nerves of steel in place. The spam's going to do it.
Not pushing this. They're actually onto site already here.
FNS is so early. He went ahead of the divide and he just gets the perfect timing on it as well. Finding Chronicle as he tried to fade away back towards Octagon. Now Shados, he does have a flash on this one. There it goes, straight through. Gets the pop. Where's the quick push? There it is. Marv did crashes. They are making this look way too simple right now. I'm getting a bit nervous here. Now entering with the rifle. Ye going to be on that little bit of a deeper off angle too, playing over by Tri-Box, but there's the dash in towards the side. We are down to about 12 seconds, so anything that denies the spike plant is going to be denying the round, essentially. At this point, Ye's well aware of the pressure coming on in. Redguard's gone down. Crashies was so prepared for this, spraying in wildly, denying the spike plant once again. Time, it's gone. They've run out of it. It doesn't matter, boys. You've made a bit of a fumble on this one.
Yeah, I think fumble's the key word. Actually, FNS will still get one on the way out as well.
Bear in mind, there's still a flash that I know that's on Victor at the moment. Shados does do really well, though. They still know there is going to be this guy here. Now the Seeker's come out. He's in so much trouble, but holds down mouse one, still denies a bit of time. But the rotations, they're a little... What? FNS just absolutely barrels into this. Spike's en route towards the site, though. And can anything stop it? This fight, and already there's problems. 8 seconds! Shados loses the spike and loses his life. Crashies does well. 4 seconds on the plot. FNS! The positioning was primed, and now Chronicle, you gotta watch again as another round slips through your fingertips. Envy don't care at that point. Take the frags. We got the round.
Again, it's a double stack here. Marv sitting to the right side of this wall. And actually, they're both going to swing through.
Oh, Shados.
What?
As if he's the one to get it, but they don't account for Marv. You have to. Shados, apparently that op looks good in your hands. But Victor then fills that gap. And they're always in the right place. The rotations are en route as well. Victor's actually going to aggress on them. That's madness. Redguard will punish that sort of behavior. As now we're down to Crashies and Ye. One rifle has come on through with Redguard, and it's well placed once again. The double
spike down.
Crashies just slipped through time. Oh no, Crashies, he's feeling this. He's read this so well. That's one. Can he get it? No, Nats! He's found the kill. How's he done that? Ult gets popped. Again, not much being found for this. Spike going in. They don't really have much of a say in the matter. Marv, how have you got that on Shados? The wild spray towards Nats will not find its intended target, and Nats is still dominating into Azuka. He's got his ult now just ticking away. Ye on the other side. Spike is down. So again, time is so favorable, and Nats has just denied this entire slice. But look at that flank coming around. Redguard is in such a dirty spot. Nats is walking this. See it? This is still the contingency plan. Chronicle has fallen, but Nat still stands, and yeah, FNS may consider it, but he still has to deal with it. And now the mad flank from Redguard. What the hell did Jay just do? Come hell or high water, he's still a problem, and Crashies is on the defuse. Envy! They're playing from side itself and one towards kind of elbow, just waiting to see if their TP comes in early. It's a double take as well. Defo's going to find Victor, but will he predict FNS? They've got to know he's lingering around, but Redguard finding Ye on the side is huge. Now, yes, there'll be an answer, but it's Marv with 2, but it's all favorable trades towards Gambit.
We are able to achieve the same thing they do on defense, which is dictating the pace. Gambit, again, we know they're going to sit deep. Defo actually will be giving FNS on a platter behind the Owl drone to start things off, and yeah, now actually looking to counterbalance that actually with 2 other members pushing up long here. Actually, if Jay finds this, it could be the entry.
It could be, but Chronicle's caught off Crashies, so actually there's still a lot of favor to Gambit in this round. Now they know this player's coming up. Look, Vic!
What?
Okay. Shados, you're a lucky boy to keep you alive, and Ye's in trouble. He's been taken out of it for Stan and Gambit.
Information on both sides, Lauren.
Yeah, Chronicle and Defo will be the two here, but Ye's found success. Now that's going to maybe cause a couple of issues for Envy if they wanted to lean the other side. Chronicle pushes in, isolates Victor. The timing could not have been better to make it back to a 4v4, and Defo just slips himself towards the side, tries to be amongst them, and he is! Finesse completely unawares as Chronicle now comes back. Envy are pinched in this one. Oh,
what?
Defo!
Down A.
You're insane right now. Ye and Crash is going to have to do some big work, and look, it is those two.
No way.
But Nats, the timing on this is unbearable. And like, oh, you're going to try and play late in a round, are you? You're going to go for a late plant, remember? How we kept being denied these spike plants? Yeah, enjoy it. 5 seconds left, and Crashies has to clutch out a 1v2, and he knows that chance is gone from him now. Having to accept the fate as Gambit will make it to 8. And Envy, whew! Envy fans, do not fear. There is still opportunity for them now. Opts out for Ye. A little bit of something for Crashies too. Coming in with the ult here if he needs it. Yeah, he's already found Chronicles, so that's a huge pickup, especially on that A site. We've seen how impactful Chronicles been. Defo is actually going to work forward in this. Now, FNS has been here time and time again, but he's quicker on the trigger and he finds Defo. It's now a 2-player advantage, and everything, I guess, traditionally on that A site has now been unraveled, but Shados finds Marved in no man's land. Now, that's a little weird, but we're going to have the Seekers popped for that attacking side. Want to confirm where these problems are going to start coming from. Now they know there's 2 coming from this side. FNS now just puts down the utility, buys a bit of time. And then that slightly unknown element, not to the fullest extent, is Redgar working his way back in as well.
And Crash is just going to play on bench here. Oh, dang, actually, we'll get a sightline, but Shados finds it.
I absolutely love it, just waiting for that to dissipate, and then the sightlines work out well, but Victor! Oh, the high pop flash too. Redgar's blind. The triple peek comes in. Envy answer right back. Deciding he has his ult. So that's now going to be a key piece to this to buy a little bit more time. Maybe Nats is off angle now, gets a bit more play. It does. In perfect synergy. These boys just find the timing whenever needed. But a dive towards the side from Ye. Quick response from him, but Redgar on the trade. Crash is now going to suffer, but 13 seconds. They're away. He's going to make a mad dash for it. They just want to get towards that B side. Leave FNS over here for a second longer. But now speaking of seconds, we're down to 5. Plant comes through, and Envy going to just try and flip it on a dime. The retake now has to adjust all the way over, and it gives Ye a way better position to hold this. He misses the shot, and Defo will at least catch him in the leg, but 43 HP is more than enough right now. What do they have to work with in this post-plant? Because Defo is closing right back on it, and there's still one on the side. That's Marv. Quick trade out. It's down to a 2v2. Op still out, but it's Defo finding FNS, but Ye. Oh, no, he's got swung on Gambit. Gonna make it to double digits, and what a way to play that back in. I thought Envy had cracked it with that TP. And Redgar's got a judge. He's in Hooper. It's really quite good in this position. Flashed up, still blind. Can't use it. Second to follow. Didn't catch him. Redgar's fine, but actually somehow Victor still wins the fight. So now they've got at least the stepping blocks towards the side that they want. Nats is still here though, and he can be such a nuisance, such a problem, such a time buyer as well. TP now taken, but that spike. Keep that in mind. And Chronicle was in this spawn, but Crashies predicted it. So many weird things going down, but Nats is still here, and that's what I want to keep in mind. He was still lingering around a little while longer, but Defo's on the other side. Do they even think he's here? No. Crashies none the wiser. A terrible surprise. Now they have to get past Defo on this, and the confirmation will be soon. 2 players creeping up. Nats, does he see it first? Yes, but he misses. Ye brings hope towards Envy, as now the site will be there. Spike en route. They will be planted. Defo, what can you do with this?
Spike planted.
Not impossible, but certainly not easy. Could he catch him on the way out? No. They're both going to be sat towards that long side. Maybe a longer rotation for Marv to get towards Hookah, as Ye will be controlling this.
They're doing just that.
This is perfect. Defo touches the spike, looks towards Hookah, sees nothing yet. The timing's not there. Marv will finally make his appearance. He knows where Ye is, but now he's had to use both of his smokes. But what? That shot was so quick. I thought there was a chance for it, but Marv. And it's going to come down to the wire here. Let's see what Nats can do on this. Oh, the timing, Nats. He does not know what he's up against. Crashy's just got Redgar. This has to now speed up the hit from Nats. He's got to make his impression known. 1, 2, the third doesn't need it. Shados is right there, and now it all swings down to FNS in a 1v3. He's got the time on his side, but the shots ain't landing. You can see Defo's just buying time. Nats is on the defuse, and somehow they work it out. 12 on the board for Gambit. So this is the correct read if they go for the Shados backside. Nats, I think, just on that cusp he is. That spike now noted. Rotations are going to be coming in right now. The bailout trying to come through. Nats is just trying to stay alive. Be more of a problem. Be a nuisance. Ye still stands. But where is that spike going? Going back around towards long. They don't want to get past Nats, but Shados has fallen on the site. So there is some part of an avenue. TP taken for 2, now 3. Spike's on the way towards A.
They can't hear it because of the Cosmic Divide. Look at this.
That's
Gambit
so
are actually
sick.
staying
They have
behind
no
this on
idea.
B.
And Marv is selling this. He's selling it like a champ, and he can just punish any rotation. Yeah, one might slip through the net, but Marv, bullet to the back. But if anything, this is going to keep them here longer.
Exactly. Now they know the plant comes through. Seeker's invested by Victor. Again, going to confirm exactly what they believe to be true. Everybody stacked up in towards spawn here. No flank coming through from Gambit. They have to fight through pipes.
It is still a 4v3, so some favorable trades could really work out well for Gambit here, but timing and Yay, that positioning, the timing on this one, he's trying to create a path forward. Yay turns the attention, but now he's got Heaven to worry about, but he's got Victor by his side. Victor's got Defo, but there's still 3 players, a 3v3 now. Redgar through the box, and now 2. Victor's still alive, and so is Crashy. He's fighting with everything they have. The Chronicles on the spike, and I don't know if they can get there in time. He's sitting this one, it's down to, oh my god!
He got it, he didn't get the defuse. Envy win the round. They go to 11.
When he's going to have that back. But they're holding for a second. Confirmation from Defo, they're still lingering around.
Envy want a kill. They're literally desperate for a kill, but Defo finds it.
You're not getting it on Defo right now. It's Redgar found Crashies. Hold on, it's a 4v3. This buy was absolutely garbage from Gambit. They're still making it work. And there are those Seekers coming down, at least from the attacking side. So Shados now going to be noted. FNS wants to close that gap. No, he's slipping CT. But can the rest of Envy stay alive? That's a bigger thing. There's a TP, and now look at FNS. He can lock these players in. They have no idea he's got around to this spot. This is going to set up for success. FNS slicing through them. It could not have been better. Envy somehow turning this back around. FNS's positioning then just saved them.
Redgar, 30 HP at a Sheriff. He'll be able to pick something up to try and make this work. But he finds himself in a 1v3. To prevent this going to overtime on map 1. And it's going to take him a long time to get over there, Lauren. Yeah, I can't see Redgar even getting close to this. You can see already FNS posted up in hookup. That's the first one to find if he needs to.
Still a tricky angle. Clear, not going to happen. FNS, you're a hero. You just got Envy to 12-12. This could have slipped back towards CT or sat deeper, but they have now 3-4 on the site. But Envy and Crash is just watching as one dash is on past, but it's Defo! How's he found that? FNS has fallen. Yay still stands. That says Victor, but only for so long. Gambit have just butchered Envy. And Marv called upon in the final moments here of this first round of OT. Not going to happen. Shados.
Sorry. Do not walk that. Do not walk that.
Oh.
Dead fool. Toxins going up.
Well, I think now we can say 2 uncharacteristic rounds from Gambit.
Yeah,
wait and see what happens, but it's got a little weird, yeah.
It's gotten weird. And Envy will love that. What a great start too.
That's what they look
Comfy
for the
picks.
entire time when they're attacking.
Never got given it.
Yeah.
Never got given that. They had to fight so hard for any of these site hits, but now, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, fight us whenever, dude. That's great. FNS though, pinged out, is going to be revealed and punished. Now, with Chronicle still here, he's been having a belting game. 30 seconds, a Spike yet to fully commit to the site. They had to clear Chronicle and they do.
left.
Yay sharp. Shados, now considered as well, been revealed, hiding away. Defo's en route, but it may be a little late now, as it is going to be just down to Defo, and Envy somehow find the perfect beginning.
Given effectively, well, there you go, Yay will find the last, but effectively given 3.
Defo going to try and close in with the back of that outro. Going to be forced away, but there is another player in here, so don't think.
Oh my god!
Excuse me, Defo? He just dashes in. Victor, so sharp though, finds a quick reply. And now a 1-for-1 trade out, but they know the intention. Victor now not necessarily panicked, but trying to pour that utility into buy time for Crashies to get over here. But you're right, it's the backfill, and it's still a fight from Nats and Chronicle. They just made Envy look like putty in their hands as FNS and Marved. Well, they were on the other side. And again, this pace change has been very uncharacteristic. It's got them a reward. I know how scary it is when it's Gambit to switch a gear, but Marv having to go through this now, a 1v4. But if Gambit do the similar thing on the other side, there'll be opportunities that Envy will lap up as Chronicle.
That pixel angle, but cross actually Marv will get found.
Okay, this is now where problems begin, but Crashies is still alive.
Chronicle!
For so long! Chronicle's not letting anyone pass, he's still trying to fight fully blind. But now Envy have 2, and they at least have the step towards the side, but look how quickly Gambit are on the case. 1 CT, 2 towards Hookah. And FNS is just dedicated towards that. TT finally loses. Victor now in a 1v3. This could be map 1 going towards Gambit. The flash confirms attendance. Victor, what can you do with this one? Tries to turn the flash. He's still just fine, but Shados, he's not giving him anything. You know that Envy want to clear CT, but he's just not going to let it happen. And Victor knows he's going to have to fight tooth and nail for a single pick in this Gambit turtle up. They let nothing go astray in 20 seconds now. Victor, 34 HP. And it's done. Shados leans forward. Map 1 was an absolutely brutal battle between these two.
It's concerned. Envy need to be back to aggression. Good start. Yay, perfect example. Going to find REYKJAVÍK.
Yeah, I actually love how Envy play this map, personally. I think you can see it here, and it's a great example. Thanks, Envy. You make it look real good. Shados and Defo, I don't know what they're going to do with this one. That spike's not really committed anywhere just yet either. It looks like he's going to go for that ceiling eventually, and yes, Shados has been able to put himself in a decent enough spot. But yeah, they'll check. Jump peeking. Not going to let it happen. Just those right clicks. Got to keep the movement pretty critical. And there it is, yeah, at the end. Envy with a belting start. He will be in the most annoying position to deal with as he's slowly creeping up way ahead of expectation, but Defo still checks it with good intent. It's now a 1-for-1 trade out. Spike is now leaning towards that A side, but again, it is Nats here. And he's quite the player, quite good at this. That's quite a nice sight to be holding with a Cypher, so let's really enjoy that. Now, the Spike is once again working through sewer. We have Marved backside of mid. Crashy's pushing up deep ahead of where Chronicle may expect. Still a great peek. Still clears it just fine. The camera awaits. Ah, it's been caught off. Okay, so Nats now has to depend a little on the rifle in his hand.
They found my wire.
How much more can he get out of this? Apparently he doesn't need to. Chronicle's there with him. And now Marv presented a 1v4. This is just so out of the ordinary. Nats drops down, takes off his head in that prior round. Ult comes in. And the reply from Brim. So it's a lovely denial of this, but there is also a walk up towards B, and that's where the spike is. So yes, the pick is on A long, but keep your eyes on B and keep your eyes on Nats. How much is... He knows they're holding the angle. He still tries to swing it. Crashy's just better right now. And a pop flash for Shados turns in perfectly, but he can't double down. Marv with an excellent trade, keeping such numbers favorable towards Envy here. And Defo, yeah, he's been noted. Read like a book. And Marv, what a way to confirm it.
Actually, the heal will come through from Victor.
That's okay.
Actually, Seekers will be invested here on the side of Gambit. Crashes planted. Nats gets a headshot, but no follow-up here.
What? Where is the call? Hello? Hello?
What?
How has Chronicle just got 3 kills as well?
30 HP.
And Victor's in so much trouble. He was the original player that Nats had heard, but Victor gets himself towards B, can pick up the spike. If he can get this pick.
Well.
He hasn't got the time for it.
10 seconds left.
5 more seconds, or just a bullet. Chronicle cresting the corner, a little surprised at that. I thought he was going to just play towards CT. Flash comes in, doesn't catch Nats. That's a huge information gathering moment.
I think Nats is the perfect response there. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not flashed, I'm counted, but he's going to have no idea.
Not getting too much, and a counter roll as well towards C-Long, but they're already up. They're already in the Facebook Chronicle. He's there. He's found one in a second. The third Chronicle. What an animal for Gambit right now, leaving Envy in tatters. As what are you meant to do with this one? Crashy's trying to do something, find an isolated player towards Garage, but the net's closing in, and Redgar's got him. What it needs, but a walk up middle, 3 players. Marv just got punished so badly. Redgar, oh my word, the bait and switch. Chronicle was right by his side, but Crashies somehow brings us back to a 3v3. I thought there was no way, but Nats is right there, and FNS just has to hold his nerve, get that spike down, do what he can for the side, caught in the heels, and now Nats is going to close that gap. Yeah, he knows pressure is coming. Nats now swings it, yeah, he denies it. And a 1v2, ults come online, the Flash still knows he's in towards headshot, but he finds Defo, he's gone again, oh yay, he switched to the other side. What does Shados do? No Flash, no nothing, it's just the gun at his side right now, and Yay is gonna, he's made a miss, he's made a fumble, but he's still got a chance at this, he's trying to buy the time, Yay!
No way, charge him down, he's got a Marshal, right? He can't kill us all. An awful lot here to fight back in with the side of Gambit, but the Empress will be popped, a flash through. Aaliyah to kind of layer that blind as well.
They're just feeling out these positions. They know one's graffiti, they know one's hell, but they can't break it down. This is such a strong crossfire until then. Shados and Defo hold on. A 1v2 not going to happen. Now working around the back lines, Gambit have put a lot into this. And then on the other side, just one trying to hold it down. Ye seems all but too aware. Punishing Nats for this, knowing there's going to be another target, but where is he? What's he up to? It's a frenzy and it's making me uncomfortable. Brimmy's on the way. Chronicle's coming over with now a rifle in hand. So a little bit more threat to this, and Ye now knows 2 targets. Pressure comes in from Ye! Get out of here! This guy is living up to that name. And now Ye again, now there's 2 players on the other side. Does he just see the pixel? Out of place, he's still holding the smoke. They come through at the same time!
Beautiful.
And it's a shutdown!
Going to force at least one player, Victor, off of front of B, and actually back towards Link, but look at the bodies coming through. What?
And Nats has caught the flank.
Of course he has.
To perfection. Now, there is a great trade, though. Crashy still does well to find that and cleanly. Keeps himself at 100 HP, but now receives a little parting gift of a tag there. Down to 54, and now the numbers are starting to look almost insurmountable as Marv presented a 1v3 Redgar on the long way around as well. And the crossfire, excuse me, Marv, that's 1, and that's sharp. 58 HP still stands. 1 left, 1 right. Can't get Defo so early in the second half, though. Redgar going to be in problems now, but I'm going to actually commit to this 2 play. Excuse me? Defo and Shados finding Yace had a bit of a... It's not perfect, but it's a good enough trade. He's kept this round in check because that was about to fall away, but it's only...
Sound cue, but
Nats
they will deal with it anyway. Nats in Cubby now. He's got to dig him out.
He's not gonna. Nats, he's just off the leash. Gambit, how are you doing this? This is 8-7. He's like, okay, here it comes. Op still in hand, though, and Redgar's going to start working forward. He's got support here. He's not alone, but FNS, really good way to levy the pressure coming up. But a good trade again for Nats, but the players are in the right place. It's a 2v3. Shados is low. And Marv has been just so good backside. Put him under position. They're going to know where he is. There's now just 1, but it is Chronicle. It's Crashies. We'll find it. Envy. Zoo come through. The flash goes in. Redgar a little lower, but he's taken himself all towards B. FNS is backside. Comfy catch, and he'll take that every day of the week. As Gambit are hitting the pacey C piece, but they are down to 3 players. They need that plant, and Defo's got the op here, keep in mind. He's going to switch up to it.
He's in a position potentially to find one over the top of this smoke. Well, yes, he does spot. Yeah, we'll find it. Crashes will fall. Chronicle finds another as well.
Okay, good trade for Victor, but Shados was right there. 10 seconds for his next flash too. He'll have 1 to post it if they feel that pressure coming in. Seeker comes down, and they adjust towards long. It's been noted, though. They know what's going on here, and Shados just eats that. Defo finding Ye on the fallback for the defuse. It's coming in. They can't see it. FNS just holds it down, and there it is. Envy getting to double digits. He's in sewer, so if you see that in the kill feed, that's what's happened. But it is that
Redgar's on
Redgar's walked it. He just whoa, and Ye repeaks. He repeaks on that. Defo's just found Victor. I don't know what is going on. I truly don't know. This is great from Gambit, but it's so out there. And Marv now in a 1v5. He's going, yeah, he finds Shados, but now position noted. Everything's, tickety-boo. Spike gets collected. It's over towards A. That's safe with Nats. He's not going to let it slip as Chronicle. Did a thunderous amount of footsteps coming your way. There's that late follow-up. Now, good bits of damage done on route, but he's only got a classic. So the site is there. Spike can go down pretty much unscathed. There will be a challenge, but Shados just puts him to bed.
3 members left for Envy. Yeah, actually, Victor going through mid, considering potentially flanking, but Nats is already going to outflank the flank. Coming deep into spawn now, and it becomes that safety net if they get weird again, but Crashes will fall now. And all but see, Victor will find 1, but solo HP now.
Enemy remaining.
This is the team that looked like so good against like Sentinels. Yay! Still looking good. Excuse me, Yay. Got his ult, but it is against big boy Nat, and Ye's gonna get that to halfway. You know it is. Now, Nats, what are you gonna do about this, though? Okay, that's the plan. Okay, forces him off it. The spam comes in. He goes right back out.
No way.
Yay! What can you do? The right click. Nats, he's just doing the dog.
What am I watching?
The frag!
What am I watching? He's got the defuse, Lauren. Yay!
Pretty much, yeah. The team's come down. They confirmed it. There goes the ult as well. Defo's claimed Yay, but Victor still stands. Now Crashies gets revealed here. Victor just sprays away because the Liz come out. Nats doubles down and it finds Victor. Spike goes in. They find Crashies. It's a clean side take. They answer back in kind. Oh yeah, well, we know that one of the players is quite good, but we're all doing pretty well right now. So try and do it again. Let's go.
I mean, here again, after that round victory from MV, this will be an opportunity to reset the economy. They will actually find FNS as well. So
Let's try and help him out a little bit here because there's pressure, but they haven't only committed!
Defo! Oh
Where's
my
this
god.
man been the entire time? Defo is looking real nasty right now. Crashes, pushes up, tries to get something back. It's only a 1-for-1 trade, it ain't enough. And look at Nats on the flank. It's all perfect. This is going to be 12 on the board. FNS, what can you do? Nothing. 12 for Gambit.
So many components here. The lockdown going to be the first one. Defo nearly catches it. Actually, we'll find what? Crashes has fallen.
How has this happened? And now REYKJAVÍK pushes CT! FNS and Yay are just out of their minds with no idea what to do. FNS fights back with Yay. It's a 2v3, but numbers still so favorable. How do they find that final hurdle? How do they get even on the spike? Yay did the unimaginable before, but it's going to be FNS to find Shados. Trade for Nats, and now it's just down to FNS in a 1v2. Nats claims it, and Gambit walk away, winning the map.
To account that there's a momentum element.
We're
in already.
Momentum isn't really stopping because look at what Gambit are doing. They're just stacking up mad trades as Nats doubles down on the frags. Crashes and Yay purely punished as FNS is put in a 1v3. This is map 1. He's read it correctly. He'll be at least in the right place. We need some heroics from this man. And still utility put down. Not going to be lazy about it, but he's been noted, he's been seen, he's been caught. And Gambit carry on as they left off. Flip of expectation. Defo going to be the first one forward. Ye's on the side. Good angle to play with. I don't know how they're going to get around this. It's maybe the Seekers and Defo just ignoring him right now. No one can close that gap. Marv keeps him at arm's length. Finally one gets close and that still stands. There's an open site. FNS I think just got the alarm bell ringing. Ye just gets absolutely swung on by Nat. FNS backline good for one. The second not going to happen for him. Chronicle on the trade out. Ult comes up and now the spike should be able to be planted. Seekers not quite up yet for Victor. Can't quite clear out, but he can get the heal going for himself as well. Trying to get everyone back situated if required. He's going to lead the way. Double flash can be back up in 4 seconds, so he'll have a second to work with if he wants to lead this in his 3v3 post-plant.
And Nats and Chronicle actually getting healed up as well now. That's huge. Shados will maintain B main control, but Marv finds Nats.
Okay, the flash to the back of the side just to double check. I'm really happy to see that. Chronicle, what can you do with this? So there's the divide coming in. He's down to be on an island. Gets a fade away on Victor. Pops down to utility. Shados has gone close though. He's closed the gap already. Fighting crashes. Now the 1v1. Shados is working with so little information. It's all on that. Shados. What a moment to come alive for the side. Being built up. Coming on through. Yay pushed way deeper. REYKJAVÍK. What? You're going to that and beat Yay? All right. All right. I don't understand what is going on. Crashes with a huge denial. Now he focuses towards the other side, but outdone a little by Defo on the timing there. The Seeker's going to confirm so much attendance, but what a weird round. 3v3. Let's take stock of things. Spike is heading back towards B. Who's over on this side? An interesting position for FNS. 2 through heaven, but the real challenge will be coming through spawn. He's got to keep his nerve here. They seem aware of the possibility. Marv's en route. Now we wait for the cross. Does FNS get what he needs? Oh, the timing. Good read. Sees the barrel. He knows he's in trouble. And actually, REYKJAVÍK's outdone him as well. I don't understand it. Victor does so well to trade back in to bring this into a 1v2. REYKJAVÍK's HP is a problem. It's 47, and Victor's eyes are trained on that. Hard position to clear, though.
Not so hard.
I mean, I feel like Shados didn't even really think there was a player there. He's like, I'll kill you anyway. Looking through screens as Victor working his way back through spawn. Chronicle waiting, and he's happy to greet him. So FNS takes that first step. Very tentative on approach, but this is going to be potentially hard. That definitely will be. Because now they know where he is. And the spike is planted very nicely for Gambit. This looks like a bit of a sewn up round. FNS does find Shados. If the player's in the right place, they're going to lean Ye over here. FNS now sees it. He knows what's coming his way as well. Victor has to play close on site. Ye feeling that fire starting to burn. Flash comes in. It's a good flash too. FNS will lap it up. 2 big kills with Victor to follow. Leaving Defo, who was on that flank. Wait, excuse me, 7 seconds though. Time. Surely not. It's a 1v3. There's no way he's going to be given even any more opportunities. He's done what he can. He made a bit of impact. But the round is all but over.
And it comes down perfectly. It goes to a 2v2.
We need Ye here, and Ye's gone. Nats is going to walk his way through. Gambit are just plowing their way in towards the site. And they've got everything set up for this. It's everything they wanted as well. A couple of players are up towards ramp though, but Chronicle seems all but too aware. Spots the first on the way back through, expects a second. He can't control it well enough towards Crashies, but it's only going to be Crashies for a split second. And we're back at 6-6. Gambit just, again, find that next gear to go to. Because Gambit are in touching distance now.
And we will stack up. Everybody committed right now. That's it. Gravity well.
Good start.
She will get countered. Ye will find an opener here, and Chronicle will have to give this up.
I love this deeper
coming
lane.
through though, but they're going to be aggressive.
Yeah, I like that. I like that Ye was willing to put himself on the line a little here, try and get a little bit more information, control that deeper CT side. And there's 3 of them stacked on this. Ye loses the first fight. Defo now, this isn't as clean as I wanted. This is 2 players now trying to deal with 1. Where's the rest of this hit? Nat's just got marved. FNS, Victor, and Crashies, what's going on here? Victor, back of sight, big flash. Oh, he walks into Nats, and Shados is there. And now a 1v2. And the spike gets tapped. They know they're going to be sitting this now. Crashies has to close that gap. It's gone halfway. Nats sees him. Defo gets off the spike. Crashies on the jump peak. He's going to fall his way around. Defo has to hold his breath and try and wait it out. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's down to the wire, but Defo's going to get it defused. And,
Defo there. Again, not an awful lot to do. 17 HP. He has to come through and challenge. He knows the half diffuser's come through already.
They should be dealt with by Crashies. Maybe not. Oh dear, that's a problem. A couple of issues starting to rear, but the spike will be planted. And we have to see this post-plant.
Spike planted.
Gun here.
We'll come through. Defo again, though. Envy drifting deeper and deeper here, trying to get aggressive. Victor will take a tag, but he'll back away. Leave Ye posted. But 2 players now accounted for in spawn.
Good collection from Marv. It's the flash, but all away from the angle cleanly enough. He's getting closed in on the flash. He has to turn it, respects it, but the trade comes out. The numbers heavily favored now towards Envy. 3 of them standing. They want to keep this as clean as they can, keep as many rifles up. That's at the back of the site, though. He's going to see it all. He sees everything, and now he's going to find everything off the back of Chronicle. They've set them up for success. It was a trap laying in wait, and now Seekers get popped to try and levy this out, give them a way back through here, because now they've got problems. FNS, though, great positioning. They crunch towards heaven. There's the aggressive Envy we need to see. There's the team to take the fights. The flash not going to go deep enough. FNS just jiggling on the corner. Some whiffs of the flashes. It ain't good enough. Redcar now presented a 1v3. He's going to get 1 for 30 HP. I think that's about all he's going to get.
Yeah, and this on the back of Chronicle finding 2 openers in this round. Redgar will come creeping. Envy are going to challenge. I think they'll play pretty deep. Redgar going to retrieve the operator, but FNS will hear this.
Now know this position that's come in, and Chronicle going to be forced to handle it. He does, and now that's 2 huge picks and 2 huge problems presented for Envy. Marv's in no man's land. He's got a player right, player left. Can't find it clean. Finally loses it. Chronicle, the beast through the vents, is now Victor, and Crashies left in pieces. And that's a whiff and a half from Defo, but he does have his buddies by his side. He's got Chronicle nearby. Crashies, do you have some magic for us here? Because you're going to need a bit. And maybe, just maybe he does, but 1 more! Shados breaks the hearts and gets it for Gambit.
30
Gambit
seconds
here
left.
to hold this down.
There it is. It starts with Shados, but the trade out is great. Envy still fighting with everything they have here. 20 seconds and a spike plant coming in. They have heaven control for now. This is good. This is the biggest chance they have. They just have to hold this. Chronicle, first one forward. Going to be trying to clear towards FNS. HP favorable towards FNS, and as is the angle and the shot. Good work there, but Defo now wants to have a go, and did he just tag him on that too? I think FNS, yeah, he's down to 49. He's got to back away from that guy.
Walk away.
The next layer of pressure is not being presented. FNS ready to punish Defo if he tried to make a play, but the time has drifted away from them here.
We talked about the economy. They can just hold here. Again, if everyone dies, it's a big bonus. FNS will find one.
Work.
Good guy in position, though.
He's going to punish. That's 1. Yeah, they're in trouble now. Money-wise, Redgar's going to just make it hurt.
Huge.
That is huge economy damage, even in the wins. Redgar's still here. He still knows what's going on. There's still Nats at the back of the site. Envy, come on. You've got to make this happen. Chronicle, he walks through and destroys Envy. 3 back-to-back frags, and it might be 4 in a second. He's on the chopping block. Gambit have made it to 12. 1 more round, and Gambit walk away.
1 Seeker coming towards B, and I think Envy are thinking, Look at this now. 2 Spectres, a Frenzy, a Sheriff, Defo now will find the opener. Victor falls.
4 players with the fate of Envy in their hands. Crashies, FNS, Yay, and Marved work their way in through the vents. Chronicle, the man who just destroyed them in the prior round, is just around this corner, but the timing, oh my god,
What?
no! Yay's made a meal of it! It's all going to pieces! Miracle!
Down
In the final moments, has just shone so brightly, they are blinded by the lights! Gambit are the Valorant Masters champions!
Absolutely insane from Gambit. I can't believe that. And again, the last round is so comfortable. Envy in desperation mode, desperately trying to recover something. But Gambit give nothing to them.
Give it a second. Give it a second. Gambit have done the unthinkable. They walked in with a map pool that made us worried, that made us scared. They took down El Diablo himself. They rose above anyone's expectations and have delivered in a way that is unimaginable. And Chronicle, what a way to end it.
Towards B site here, on the side of Ascend. I'm not actually going to be able to avoid this Owl drone here, but I see that it's going to take first contact deals with Defo immediately.
Yeah, a little bit of a return fire from Shados, but it's quick and it's Ascend, really sending a stark message to begin with. 2 quick kills and you lose out on Defo and Shados. 2 big instigators on this attacking side. So now looking at what's left, Nats, Redgar, Chronicle. A tough predicament to be presented with, and now a last-minute Aileen. Now the spike is on the way. You can see Nats slowly closing in towards Killers. Killers better be aware that he's not so safe, and you can see that paranoia starting to build.
Nats tagged up a little bit, actually going to get a confirmation here, but also going to hear out these steps in spawn. We have to relay that information, so Nats got a lot to deal with here. If they swing together, he's going to get detected here as well.
Yeah, he's going to be noted pretty quickly. Redgar's gone down. Nats is only good for 1. It's on Chronicle now in a 1v4, and it's gone quickly. Let's see if there's impact elsewhere. It's going to be put into a tough scenario, having to deal with this push coming up tube. 2 players going to turn the screws on it. Nats doing Nats thing, says hello. Starzo, you going to try and play Viper against me? That's crazy. For now, though, Gambit are doing well. They're keeping the rifles in the right place, and they're not really falling foul to any of these little bits of trickery. Now, yes, maybe CNED with a rifle could find a bit of work here. Spike is down, though,
Last player
and
standing.
Bone Cold gets caught. So now CNED left in a bit of a spot of bother.
He's a little tagged up, so whether or not he's going to look to do some damage. Shados has got himself tucked all the way into defender's spawn. The other 3 members of Gambit, no danger as of yet. Again, just look at that. It's something that we see Nats become more and more comfortable doing, right? It's the walk up, it's the pick up. Yeah, actually missing on the first Shados. We'll clean it up.
It's about spotting each other. Utility goes down, I think, towards either site or main, so they're aware the hit's going to be leaning this way. They can leave CNED lingering towards that B site, as now Chronicle starts to build through. Lovely work from him. Good spray, no connect, but it's Redgar to find it. So now the site should at least be available enough, and Chronicle doesn't overextend.
The tricky spot here. Hunter's Fury actually going to get sent through from Redgar. He actually found a tag inside back at Halsey did. Keyless will fall. Just seeking CNED to try and recover this now.
I don't see Gambit getting overzealous. I don't think they're going to overpeak on this. I think they're going to sit real keen, play this smart, and not give away any opportunities. Just a little jump peek, that's enough. Just to reassure. Positioning! What, Zeke? 2 kills out of nowhere, and suddenly this round becomes a little bit more viable, but time is the biggest problem. Oh my word, Zeke! Is this when you're going to step up and deliver? But it's going to be Chronicle. The bottom line, Zeke! The timing, I don't think he's going to have the time. Surely Molly! Oh my god, Zeke has just destroyed them! Still haven't cleared or noted Bone Cold. He's going to sit there quietly.
They have to re-explore, exactly. There's so many like dirty little angles they can find. Nat's actually going to get found with the spike inside. Hauls that one.
Oh no, the opportunity might have just slipped through his fingers. He keeps control of it for now. Defo does well to get away with that. That was actually looking very one-sided, but now down to the 3v2. Redgar and Defo still trying to find that spike and build it back through. They're trying to isolate Starzo, who's on the stairs. That could be a catch-off, and it is. Good pick from Redgar there, but look who's been waiting the entire time. He kept calm under pressure. Bone Cold being ice cold, and there is CNED. 2 seconds, you can't do anything about it. So now keep your eye towards the likes of Zeke, who sat towards the corner here. Still has flashes. Killers can't watch his cross anymore, so he's a little isolated, but Killers has got a feeling someone's close by. And he's not wrong, and he still gets a surprise on one. Great trade from Defo. Great clear from Defo. How's he found this little bit of momentum? Nats pushes forward, secures CT. Bone Cold from the backside does at least get one, but now it's down to two. CNED and Bone Cold spike. Yet to go down. Where is this? Hold on, 5 seconds. CNED just has to live. Nats, can you find the final player? Bone Cold's out of there. That's the worst game of hide and seek Nats has ever played.
And towards shop, they're clearing that space. They have the information early enough.
Look at the pace change.
To send an extra.
Hold on, they're just going to be hammering the nails into the coffin. Bone Cold with a good start. Nats did at least quell Zeke, but it was an effective trade. Bone Cold's not stopping either. He's seen everything now. He's got so much information to play with. He doesn't have to be worried about this. Redgar can't do much about it. He can maybe stay alive a second longer, but then look at Starzo. Again, propping himself up, super close contact on that A-site piece if they fancy it, but putting a lot of faith right now in Killers. Considering that CNED's hit that rotation on the ladder, Bone Cold, that's 3. Finally handled by Redgar, but a 2v3, where'd you take this?
It will swing back up here. Might even...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, a little bit
He's
of a
had a
fat
nightmare.
finger there.
He's had a nightmare. Look, it's finals, all right? We're all nervous. We saw nothing. We'll move on. Yeah, it's fine. And hello, that's another pixel out of place. So again, these fact-finding missions that Ascendant wanted to go on are interesting, but as Killers read this rotation, it's kind of ring-a-ring-rosy, right? So you're going to have a really weird position from Starzo, and it looks like they've almost flipped sides. Now the ult comes in, so at least should facilitate the plant. Oh, he has no idea. Right underneath him, depth from above. Gonna find Chronicle, deny the lockdown, invest the ult, and now looks towards the final player. Redgar, what do you have for us? You've been impeccable this event, but you've got to find something here. Give me a reason to believe, because at the moment I'm really not on board. Starzo the first to fall, and now the 1v1, it's Killers! A bit of a response in that tube pressure that's coming in. But CNED is feeling confident. He has the line of sight, and he is just having the run of things here. Bone Cold as well gets a challenge, but gets overwhelmed. Gambit with the 2 players coming through. Zeke with the underhand flash. It's good, but it's not great. Gambit finally getting the frags they need. The pace looking much better. More deliberate in approaches now. It's just Starzo.
Again, coming back to that, with Chronicle, again, I know talking about comfort picks and whatnot, not feeling comfortable on the sky, but right here you see, as soon as CNED drifts into elbow there,
I was holding that mid presence. Nat's going to invest the ult. Now Starzo knows that he's going to be really on a platter here. Tricky for him to survive. Can he do anything with it? The answer, pretty resoundingly, is no. Gambit with a really nice approach. There's the adjustment from Gambit we were waiting for. It took a little time, but it ain't over yet. CNED and Killer still here. He's just seen everything. He just sent it in. He gets Redgar, but Defo deals with Killers. He is such a standout to me as of late. And Defo going to be dealt with. Can he be shut down in time? No, he still gets to fall away, but they're going to try and springboard off the back of this. Keep that pace high. Beautiful flash through, completely blind. Still got one on the way down. Defo going to be dragging them down to the grave, and 4 standing for Gambit. This is a shutdown. Ascent came in with a bit of a game plan, but it looks like it's been dealt with on all fronts.
Again, the setup is so good to greet this P hit. Almost mimicking Chronicle.
Stunner.
Actually, we'll find the 3rd there.
I think so. Oh, you're playing dangerous games now. Shados is the one closest to the corner, but CNED's going to just check him, body check him down. Ascend now striding towards the sights. That's going to be pretty much all the danger removed from the site, and not much to really come from it. Nats and Chronicle. This wasn't an invested round, though. If you look at what was coming through that Defo, I mean, yes, he had the rifle. No one else had anything, really.
No. Again, he just wants to make the most out of it. If anything, playing much deeper than you'd maybe expect in the bonus, but no real contingency behind that. Nobody covering the possibility that Ascend had so many bodies bottom mid. Towards top mid, actually. Zeke will find another. It's one of his ultimate here, so whether or not they try and feed that kill over to Zeke. It will be actually, yeah. We'll find his third.
Much like a kind of tube and your traditional APs, which does lean towards Defo as being the front man. He's going to find Zeke for free. Looks for a follow-up. There's no one there quite yet. You can see the vision. Just... oh, that got way too close. And Defo's feeling himself here. Pretty brave to be standing like this. What? Starzo walks in, makes a sight his own, and Ascend just bursts through. 5 now alive. Zeke back on his feet. And it's Nats and Chronicle, who don't have much territory in this at all.
There's not even shields that need repurchasing here. That is, by the book, the best possible scenario here. Keyless does give one away, but again, I think that's now, again, actually a much wider spread here on this setup from Ascend, but they've already drawn this rotation again. Like I said, Nat's going to be the only one to try and defend a site here. We'll find Keyless, but actually, we'll find Zeke as well. He's going to stop this one before it gets started.
And hey, if Defo can't do it, put Nats on the site and say, all right, bud, we need you to lock this down, otherwise we're done for. Spike left on his side, and the bullet just gives him a haircut. These three looking vicious. Cena does find Nats, but not without him finding another body to add to the tally. 2v4 isn't going to be easy. A lot of potential trades favorable as well. Cena still going to isolate Defo. And Bone Cold the last one alive, but it's a 1v2. This is far more feasible than it was before. Spike well within grasp, but Chronicle way too aware towards the safe site.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say a key engagement becomes Keyless and Redgar or Defo here, and she is able to find an angle through. Nats will be detected on site as well.
Yeah, they've got to hit this site right about now. Chronicle trying to spam away, try and get some chip damage, but Nats is now surrounded. He's got players right, left, center. Ult comes in, and the plant going to be going down as well. Nats actually decides to get aggressive. Oh no! Nats unchecked is always deadly. Chronicle's got his side as well. And now we go into the last player standing. CNED, what do you got for us? Anything left in the tank? Absolutely not.
The defense from Gambit.
And now they're like, oh no. Surely not again. Surely this isn't what's happening. Look at the utility smothering them down. Nats is buying time after time. Can they finally take him down? No, they can't. Nats the immovable object. No way. Unbelievable work from Nats. And Ascend can't escape him. He's the final boss that they cannot get past.
My
and Gambit.
God. Immediately see the Nano Swarm to try and buy a little bit of time. And Chronicle will find it.
But he pushes into this. The confidence is just uncontestable. And Nats is the back line, and he is not going to fall away. Nats has just destroyed them.
Keyless might even try and bait a little contact here in double doors.
Yeah, but they've got an early rotation as well. Chronicle's coming over, and I quite like that. Defo's got himself popping out the ult. Nats still finds one. No matter what they do, Ascend can't do anything. They are left without an answer. And it is just a clean sweep from Gambit. 5 alive. Bone Cold presented the impossible. Tries to make it happen.
You see here, Shados actually doubles down. So it looks like Ascend still want to try and navigate their way past this Viper's Pit onto A.
Good luck. Because we know who's there. Redgar this time holds across. Cena finds one. Redgar sprays in. He gets one connection, but it's still going to be Nats, who finally gets denied by Starzo. There's a chance! And he gets ripped away. Redgar! It's 10 seconds! It's over! 13-11. The nightmare resurfaces for Ascend and Gambit towards that A site. And already we're going to see that pressure towards Nats. He's going to be kind of dealt with towards Tree for now, but he's still got a gun in his hand, and that might be just enough for him. Yeah, good luck targeting this man. He'll do it all with that target on his back. As Starzo now left in the 1v4.
That's a Redgar set up. We'll find the first, actually the second as well from Starzo. That's fantastic work. Defo actually will swing through with Shados. They find it.
Shados is all the way in spawn. Now the contact's made. He has to buy a little bit of time. Just the last piece of utility put to work just before he backed away. Confirmation of 2. And there's that lean through from CT. Nats is en route as well. Chronicle, good for the double. The triple, not quite, as Bone Cold carries on forward. That's the Bone Cold that we know with the Sheriff. And is there any more? Shados, a 1v2. Spike not down, 20 seconds to play with. As Bone Cold trying to be the protector, the bodyguard on this, but has to slip away, sit deeper on the site. But it gives a second, and that might be all Shados needs. A quick flash and a peek. Pushes in, and Bone Cold.
Ascend showing presence towards A. Defo just brazen in the swing there, and Cena will punish it.
That's a big amount of information coming through. Shados gets a freebie and a nasty one. Shados hasn't seen anything and he's still finding them. 2 huge kills and it's just CNED keeping this one looking potentially likely. But you don't walk this, do you, Bone Cold?
Surely not.
You wouldn't do that. Maybe in timing with this, though.
Yes,
Yes, you
he does.
do. When CNED plays in, he moves through the divide. Great timing, the push and the pull, taking the eyes away from the prize. But the spike now has to get towards the site. Spike going down. I don't think anything's going to stop it. Chip damage enough. Killers is going to respect that and fall away to a new post-plant position eventually.
Spike planted.
They're pretty
Player
early on, though,
standing.
Keyless.
Right here.
Wise to it. Nat's now the last man standing, a 1v2.
And there's the contact made. They now know the position he's working from. They try and stay as a pack, but it's still Nats. One side, going to be one, the other on the other, and this is just lovely work. And you see Ascend had to really keep check on that. Information off the back of the flash, and Zeke going to now try and power on forward. Takes everything he can with him, but now on the other side, Defo. Oh, there it is. Good shot from Defo. Comfortable enough, but it's not the only one here. And actually, Killers, what? He unleashes himself. 2 huge frags, keeping Gambit at bay. And is now down to Chronicle. Locked out, blinded, has no chance for now. Has to rescind for a second.
We'll get tagged out as well. He's going to look to follow up on that information. Just to slow him down a little bit as well. Chronicle not an awful lot he can do in this scenario.
Really trying to address this even with just a swing. This is not what I wanted. That's a disaster in the making. And now he even predicts the push-up as well, fighting Starzo. Shados has just dismembered this hit. Oh, Redgar as well. That's the Gambit you need to find form. They're kind of in, though. 2 players already swinging past CT with that deep play coming out from Defo. They feel pretty solid about this, and Nats wants to get in towards it. Redgar already going to spray through. Good for 1, finds Killers. Nats tries to thread the needle. Zeke all too aware this time. Fell for it before, not twice. Shados and Redgar might have to respect this now, fall away from Tree, because you can already see the counterplay coming out from Ascend. They want to get aggressive right back at him, and Zeke and Starzo find 2 kills in quick succession, putting such favor by their side if they can get this spike down. Defo.
He's thinking about it.
He's really considering this. It's time to go. Gave it a damn good attempt, but careful now. CNED was ready to get involved as well. Not to be. And they back away and look for the next option, which actually isn't a bad shout, but the door gets shut in their face.
Defo had to swap off that operator to make it a little bit easier on the way back in. And nothing to work off, though. 2 smokes for Defo, but you see Ascend set up to greet them here.
Clears the right corner with the spray through the smoke, but it's 2 sitting at very favorable angles on the left side. That's going to make it very tricky. Can't get it done, and now Chronicle caught by Zeke, and another big impact round from the man himself. Hey, Defo, Shados, now going to be suppressed and have to just have the gun in the hand, and that's going to be the good pick on the first. The follow-up, Shados! Quick as lightning, finding 3 and sending Ascend right on back. Defo wants to take that space, and this is brutal work from Gambit. That site's all theirs. Bone Cold and CNED. I wouldn't want to go through there again. It's just a grinder.
30 seconds left.
Oh, there's no way in. There is no way into this. 23 seconds now. 4 players here. Plenty of utility. Shadow still has 2 flashes if he wants to just keep buying time if he wants to. There's 1. Just let them know, yeah, they're still around. Don't overpeak it, boys.
10 seconds left.
Got to give this one up.
There it is, walk on in. Only gonna get 1, and 3 seconds left. CNED still gets Redgar towards that B piece. But now the 4 players in middle looking for the start, and Redgar already gonna deny it. That was the kind of split working towards A, and this again keeps telling these concepts of this. Oh, jumping on the cross, Zeke! What is Zeke trying to do with this? He's getting now out of it.
Actually, you can see Sender stacked up here. The trap wire will confirm CNED's entry towards B side.
But it's so geared for a retake, and Zeke looks
They don't even need
just
to retake.
flat. Yeah, Chronicle's doing just fine already. The door was already shut, and Nats was on the other side of this. If it was going to be a walk through B, they'd have been aware and maybe hit that rotation through CT, but as you said, they didn't even need to go to that mode yet. So Bone Cold now, you going to do anything for us? Not really. Shados.
Comes through from Gambit.
The theory is exceedingly strong from Gambit, but they still have to deal with the pressure that's coming their way. Redgar! Oh my word, Redgar! How are you alive in this? Deals with such pressure so well. And Starzo knows he is now just absolutely surrounded.
Miracle for Gambit.
Their ability to adjust whenever they need it. Redgar to shut down this chapter. Half can set you up and tee you up. to get to those double digits for Ascend. That could be incredible for them. And Zeke, the man to step in towards that pick towards main. Eyeing up the spike, though. It's working up short.
Gambit drifting towards this three-player stack. Actually, the Trailblazers are going to plant the seed of doubt towards mid. Actually, Zeke and Starzo will swing through. Nats and Redgar fall.
No doubt in Ascend's mind. They are still holding the right place in the right time. Shados is about to be in danger, and he is. Zeke is taking control of this round. 3 big picks, leaving just Defo in a 1v5. Not much step, but the cross is not available. Ascend thinks he might just walk that because Starzo's looking like he's thinking about it too, and the timing, he just misses it. But wait, they don't know he's here. Oh no, Starzo! They have no idea! He gets 2 out of nowhere, and this is meant to be the bonus round. It's a 3v3. Redgar, Nats, and Chronicle not loving this. As CNED, he makes the Madman drop. Gets down in their faces, and now just Nats presented the undesirable scenario. They face together, and they win together. Ascend gonna push up to double digits.
Actually, again, leaning towards a 3-player stack on the side of Ascend.
It's the B main control that's making me so nervous, though.
Yeah.
If they try and pinch through towards B, the crossfire could already be in place, and Zeke's just already cut off Nats. So they're actually trying to slip through spawn, and they might be able to do that. With Killers going down, there's an option for a Zeke. Tries to stop him before it starts. CNED gets one in the back!
Way.
How did he even get that? And now 3, and Zeke's all too aware. He can't quite convert on the second. Redgar still stands. Starzo, though, there's the aiming control becoming a problem. As Chronicle, he was a highlight on map 1.
I have the spike.
Has the undesirable task of trying to find 3 players standing at the moment. Taps the spike. No one going to take that initial bait.
30 seconds left.
Chronicle looking for his first potential victim. Spike plant comes in, the spray comes out, and CNED from above. It's 11. Yeah, they are so prepared for this, and away we go. CNED goes in, anti-flash. Oh, that could have been the icing on the cake. It's not to be. Nats, the destroyer of dreams, happy on the other side. And Investio as well. Zeke has to respect this now.
Trying to pick up the pace a little bit here.
Oh, no way! Nats goes down to Zeke. I thought he had him dead to rights. It wasn't to be. This is scrappy, and that's not where Gambit thrive. It's where Ascend come online. They find so much momentum in the brutality of it all. Shados, Redgar, and Defo. Killers, be careful now. There's 2 players. He's going to make mincemeat of 1, but it's a good trade out. It's enough to secure the site for the spike plant.
A little opportunity here for them to set up. They're not going to play this aggressively. Shadows might even have an opportunity to drift back into B main. That could be huge for Gambit in this post plant. Bone Cold 40 HP, looking like he's going to be first contact on the way back in.
Flashback up in a couple of seconds as well. Shados can run this now. A pivotal position, and Redgar wants to try and play off the back of it as well. That's the first challenge. He wins. Shados, that is everything he needed, but Redgar is right there in support. It's not been the biggest part of this, and Bone Cold just destroyed 2 of them. Look at the HP on Nats and Shados. No way is this how it goes down. Defo slices through, refusing to go down in moments like these. He tries to power forward, ult still out, looking to maybe catch off Zeke, get aggressive towards CT. That's the name of the game for Defo. Leaves the 2 on the site, ignores them almost. As Chronicle now confirms there's still 2 here. Do we re-engage? Yes, we do, and Defo is the one at the helm. They clear the site and the spike goes down.
Of utility towards B main. Well, the seeds of doubt. See a very late Trailblazer here. Ooh,
did he see
Starzo didn't spot him.
Zeke
and Bone Cold though, just and both information tools ready and waiting. Bone Cold will actually find Redgar there.
Was that through smoke? I feel like it was.
Yeah.
But Defo looking like he might be on track for a trade, and he is. That's Killers now punished towards the top mid, which will cut off some of these rotations. That's actually a huge pick to garner.
This again, Defo finding.
Oh, Chronicle, this patience.
And now with the flash, it should give Ascend a good idea of what's about to go down.
Defo, you still need to be key in this one, and Bone Cold's got him across the map. CNED still stands as well. This could be the one. This could be the round to take him across the line. Nats, the last one alive here, and Ascend bound back, 13-7. There is life in them yet. How the preparation's gone already. A 3-play lean this side. It looks like a burst through potentially the door. And it's not gone very well, but the second layer to that will be Bone Cold. 20 HP, he has to fade away from this and leave either Killers to pick up that mantle or to fall back to sight.
Look at Nats to try and find something to do. He's right out of drop already. Potential to challenge Killers, and he will win it out. He'll find Bone Cold as well.
He's just sliced through Ascend. I thought maybe he was good for one of those, not two. And suddenly that initial work, that kind of back and forth to find Defo feels so irrelevant how this round pays out. But CNED and Starzo
Last player standing.
ain't gonna have much. Shadow's gonna find CNED, and Starzo's position is more than noted. And Nats is on the case, supported with utility as well. Starzo is just trying to play this out as best he can, and he knows it's an uphill struggle to even get one kill here.
They shouldn't swing through this, but actually will spot a barrel there and deal with Shados close by. Time ticking away. It's an open plant already. Gambit got this one in the bag. Nats will deal the final blow as the rest of Ascend come through spawn.
Bone Cold has to be so integral here in my mind, but this Sony player's literally sat for this Chronicle, ducks under it. Oh dear, this is looking a bit dangerous to say the least. Killhead, Starzo and Zeke, what are you going to do with this? Nats makes his appearance, and look at this shutdown from Gambit. This was never meant to be this way. But Gambit don't care, they make it their own. 5 stand. Though alt-wise into this as well. REYKJAVÍK and Chronicle both putting everything they have into this round early on. Bone Cold still good to catch across though. Spots another, and that's Shados. Managing to stay alive, but CNED's in danger. He's got players left and right. Zeke's gone down, and oh no, CNED burns alive. Bone Cold, Starzo and Killers put to task, put to test, and Shados passes his. It's traded out eventually, but the spike's gone down. The ult comes in, and now Starzo and Bone Cold are presented the unfavorable, unfathomable task, but actually getting REYKJAVÍK's made this possible. And look at the HP on Chronicle. 4 HP versus Bone Cold's 2.
Actually, Starzo throws the Cosmic Divide in as well. Nat's the last man standing.
The king of cool though, look at this guy, composed as ever. He's got to get a run on. Oh, the defuse is not going to stop. The defuse comes in and they just make it across the finish line. Push up as well. Send a little bit of that util down. It's going to be Chronicle on the other side, has to kind of respect that. Starzo though just sat in that smoke, hoping for someone to make an appearance, but it's always favorable towards Gambit. It feels like Ascend can't get a clean start in any of this, and Zeke just gets dismantled.
Lots of things for Starzo to deal with initially when we forced away from that choke point.
They haven't quite committed just yet, but they're just on the verge. Now Zeke with the first, and Zeke, don't know what happened, but Starzo, oh no, it's an absolute disaster again. What is going on? Ascend, it's all falling to pieces. I'm a little taken aback for words here, because Gambit for once didn't have to turn all the screws. Ascend kind of did it for themselves, and that's to shut down the round at 7-1. Okay. So he's going to start at least clearing. Nats has got problems on several fronts. He knows now there's one, but he's now spotted another! No one can get past him! He's the immovable object. Bone Cold now noted, forced to fight, can't beat out REYKJAVÍK, and they all still stand. Nats finally falls!
Down A.
Oh my word, excuse me, it's Killers who finally falls. This is just down to 2, Starzo and CNED. And they're so split on this. Isolated again. Nats is just, he just won't die. He literally will not die. Could echo through the rest of this game. And Gambit are not stopping. Defo finding CNED. Chronicle looking to deny some of the vision from Tower, allow and facilitate the play to come in. The site's being taken and no one's going to stop it. They still know there's someone up towards it, and there's those ults coming on back through. Maybe this time there'll be some blood drawn. And yet nothing. They still hold the site. They hold their nerve, and they still keep just racking up the bodies. No matter what they do, Nats finally goes down. But then there's the second line. Then there's Chronicle. Then there's Defo. Then there's REYKJAVÍK. And none of it is working for Ascend.
How rattled are Ascend by this sort of scoreline?
Well, I would say probably very at this point, because Gambit are exuding confidence, and Shados just gets the freest kill of his life. It's all too simple. And nothing in any of these strat books and plays and considerations that Ascend had are going to make a blind bit of difference, because right now Starzo is the only one who can do anything to deny this, and it's a 1v5. And even he knows he's staring down the barrel of a gun. It's done for. I don't care who you are. I don't see a world where this game changes, at least in this map.
A quick hit towards B though. I've got to back away and respect this for the time being, but they look towards taking Tower straight away.
Yeah, the flash is so good. REYKJAVÍK just beheads Zeke but there's 2 more potential victims. Look at this, they're all on the other side, and the raid boss is here. Nats refusing to relent. This guy's a god right now. Untouchable by all accounts. Starzo, there's just a bounding defo in your face.
This is so uncharacteristic
They're going.
of what we see from Gambit.
They're sending. They're full
Full
sending.
send.
It is
Full send.
absolutely full send. Defo at the helm. This time, Ascender fighting back, but we know who still stands is Nats. He finally gets taken down. And Red Guy's not got it. Okay.
It's getting a little livelier on the stage. Getting a little livelier in game as well. Ascend quickly push through A main here to find the opener on the back of Zeke. Trying to isolate Shados as well.
Still need to ensure, even with all this newfound confidence, they don't overcook it, because there's still a little bit of a threat. And it's been dealt with. Starzo does well to find them. And now 1v2. Does this do as much damage? No. Starzo going to push forward, try to get around it. Defo now knows where they are, but they're closing the gap, and it's Starzo. Good work.
Madness.
Round 16, by the way. 5v4 now. They need to get a pick back. They need to have something go cleanly in their way, and it's just not. Gambit on the verge of closing this one down. 3 more victims stand. Shados just toying with his meal.
You want to find it?
Now has to be aware that he could be surrounded. He's dealing with the pressure well because he knows that Nats has his back. Gonna find one. REYKJAVÍK swings in, and it's all down to Starzo. It's all but over. 13-3. A flawless end to the near-on flawless map. This was decisive. Will be Gambit to try and set the pace here in what could be the final map of the grand final. Unless there is life in the defensive side of Ascend, and already the pressure is great. Gambit going to begin things well with a pick, but a quick trade out keeps things at least within check. But the spike is down, and the time's on their side.
He's now actually going to get spotted out. He will deal with REYKJAVÍK. Lots of focus coming back through B main here, but Gambit playing very deep. The backside of sight here.
And the overwhelmed Shados goes down. Defo and Nats, if you've got anything left to defend that spike, ticking away time by time. Cena going to try and close in towards Kitchen. Halfway now achieved. There's not much to stop it. Gillis takes down Nats. It's all on Defo, and he's not in the right place nor at the right time. First round goes to Ascend.
Find a couple on the way out, but
Right at the bare minimum. Spikes en route, working up B long. 3 players on site. But a chip damage doesn't quite connect. Shadow still fine to move forward. Wall goes in. Starzo goes up and over. Still going to be good for one, but the rifle gets dropped. And that's now Chronicle coming online. Bonecold still at least keeping himself in the battle. 3v2 isn't so simple, but Nats... Oh, this is huge.
That's huge info.
Nats is threading the needle. Yes, he gets noted, but still he does the damage. Facilitates the cross towards the site if they fancy it, but maybe still want to be diligent. Find Bonecold first.
Bonecold can remove another weapon. That's huge for Ascend. Moves to a 1v2. Nats is 45 HP.
Left.
So definitely doable here.
He's already thinking about it.
Oh,
Nats,
Nats.
he's that
Wise
far
to
ahead.
it.
Whole lot of nothing.
I mean, Zeke on the back of his ultimate does have a rifle, but Nats just walks up. Bonecold
Timing
will fall.
Gillis. Gillis! Oh, the timing could have been everything. He only gets one, though. Trades out. Still going to tee up someone like CNED. Gets REYKJAVÍK down. Shados kicks into action. Gets the punish on Starzo and fades away. A 2v2, but rifles get taken away. They get to pour them over to their side, but no armor with Ascend, and Gambit still sitting pretty with theirs. Sight take comes in. Shados quick to this. Tries to clear, but now makes sure he sits with that spike. Crossing on over. Trying to keep this safe. Zeke gonna pop the ult as well. CNED with one and Zeke with the other. They make it work when it didn't look possible.
No secrets, though. On the way in, at least.
And maybe they don't have to be subtle about it. Shados quick to take down Zeke. Does his opposing number. The sight take still trying to power forward. It's hit the brakes a little, which has allowed Ascend to slip in towards the site. Gillis is right there amongst them all. This player's just around that corner. Spraying him wildly because it's no connection. It's Defo to find Bonecold, and now the backlines get some attention from Gilles. But CNED pins down Defo, and the 4v3 carries on, but CNED tries to get involved in this. The spike yet to go down. Starzo, he's going for the drop, and he gets sent packing. REYKJAVÍK digs in his heels, finds 2 critical kills, and now CNED called upon. The man's needed here for Ascend, and he's been outdone. Shados takes the ground. As it fades, he walks it. Zeke so hyper-aware now.
Right here.
Keeping control of middle might be critical to this, as now the sight hit comes in. Bone Cold now knows that he doesn't have to worry about his back, but it's the front that's the problem, as Shados is still the powerhouse, playing on through, creating space, and opening up a little bit of room for a plant to come in. Defo now watching in case someone gets a little aggressive ahead on that short playback. Ult gets popped. And now suddenly, this is looking dicey. Chronicle! How's he found three? Chronicle turns this round on its head, and CNED, the last line of defense for Ascend in this, has Defo and Shados to get past. He tries to lean forward and caught in the side. Shados is coming alive in these moments.
Today.
Let's find out now. God, and everything's so tailor-made for the punish there. Zeke with a belt up. Big impact, but we know that they don't necessarily respect that. They might just continue forward.
See here if Gambit want to force the issue. So it's looking as if that's the case. And Ascend almost give up full side control for the time being at least. Rocco will get confirmation of Redgar's location. Actually both walls invested, so a little bit of a stalemate here ahead of the plant.
There's 4 players behind this site. CNED's got the ult out as well. Shados isn't going to get much done this time. CNED's there towards Nats. It's on Redgar, it's on Chronicle, and Chronicle, this would be a time to really do a bit of a mental damage towards the opponents. But again, there's still so many bodies, but they are on Sheriffs. A couple of upgrades here and there, but he's found maybe the chance on one. Oh, the second Bone Cold. Keeps control. Up towards the site. Ult comes out, and CNED looking for a pixel over that wall. Nothing really presented. Zeke on the backlines in a miss, and a bad one at that. Starzo by his side, though, going to make up for the problems. Nats exceeds expectations. Rez comes out. CNED back on his feet, and Starzo with a mad step towards Shados. It's put so much pressure back, and Starzo's having a round. 3 already. He's making it 4. He wants to do it all himself, and he might be able to do it. It's CNED to close down the account.
1 HP there, so that snake bite. Unfortunate not to find anything behind the wall, but he already created a hole. This makes it so awkward to plant now. 18 seconds left.
You're seeing Chronicle still deliver towards Bone Cold. That's not good from Starzo. Outdone time now. 12 seconds. Zeke beats Nats, but it's a 4v3. Spike goes in, and the walk, you can see it to the left side. Redgar gets caught. I thought him dead to rights, but Zeke's still there to keep this in hand. Chronicle, Defo, and Shados, what have you got for us? Chronicle just going to try and live this out.
What?
Takes down Zeke. Domination as CNED now drops in. The big reveal in a second's time, tries to spam on through, doesn't get what he wants. Killers is right there as well. A tap on this one. Draws the fire. What? CNED beheads him, dashes away, tries to absolutely play his life, but time. Hypok, they're running out of time here.
It's an open plant as well, so Chronicle can punish this if they go for it. CNED's actually sticking through. He's going to get the half.
He's got it to half, but that's all he's going to get. Shados denies, and Gambit this time will make it count. They've responded almost instantly towards this quick flank coming out from Bone Cold as well. Gambit, though, are good at this sort of work. We saw Chronicle delivering 3 in this. Spike plant goes in. Nothing to stop it yet. CNED looking for that chance. Needs it, gets it. Nat still finds Bone Cold, though. So the flank's not coming in. There's no help on the way now. It's a 3 that stand for Ascend, and Gambit clawing this back round by round. Every single trade is still favorable until then. Zeke will at least get it back on even footing. Oh, and Zeke! How's he doing it? A 1v1, though. Up against the god himself of Nats. How do you get around this, Zeke? What's the plan in mind? Is this what you've got for us? Trying to do what he wants, but the time is going to be just trickled away. HP burning down, ripped away from him. He's down to absolutely nothing, and the close comes in. Nats, he's got him dead to rights. We find out as we start off with Defo with the first peek, but not the first pick.
Out of charges.
We're able to escape with the orb there as well. Defo countering that pressure. We'll find Bone Cold. Ascend want to try and force this, though. Shados will find a second.
And they're still just fine. They all got kind of bundled up together, but they come out of it scot-free, and the fight continues. But it's so favorable to Shados, who's just been a butcher. Dicing up Ascend, leaving just CNED alive. A 1v4, and it ain't looking likely. Shados with a shutdown. You can see the respect that Gambit command in these sort of games. You have to be so careful to not fall to any of the
Spike planted.
tricks that they have up the sleeve. And the rest of the players going to make their way over. Now, Shados does have the rifle. See what they have in mind.
Shados will lead the charge here. utilities to deal with on the way through, but we'll deal with this wall first of all. Shadows will chip away, will find a hole. Actually, a couple of members of Ascend will retreat.
Bone Cold's going to be overwhelmed. Shados has done the first bit of damage here, but the time is going to be of the essence. CNET finds Nats. They're falling. CNET's found Redgar. It's going to be on one, and it's done. Starzo gets Defo. Tries to keep them attentive towards that A site, but now it's noted. It's been heard. It's been seen. And as the Shados back of the site with Nats up towards the rafters, it's Starzo on the first chopping block, and they've gone down. Gambit holding 3, and now Nats just comes alive when needed, and that's a shutdown. That's CNED's intention, but Redgar very aware of what that may be. Nats on the other side. 3 players trying to face down CNED right now, and there's no easy support. If Zeke overcommits, Nats gets the punish. This is difficult, and yeah, that's Nats. Oh, it's Nats all day! 2 quick kills, and Ascend are now starting to struggle. We need a moment back from them, and it's not going to come in the form of CNED right now. Down to Bone Cold and Killers. And that spike is left deep in the clutches of Gambit. Killers tries to work his way forward. Redgar already aware, already thinking about it. Double digits is beckoning. Greatness is calling, and Gambit are answering.
Defo looking for something. Starzo on the other side of this. See, yeah, she closes the distance.
Not bad, but Defo very quick. Forced down to 18 HP though, gonna be able to fall away. Chronicle gonna sit safe towards the back of the site, and now you can see the response. As said, it's never just one, there's 3 players now waiting in the back. Zeke gets himself pulled up. Light armor. Rez comes in. Ascender giving it everything they can for this one. Starzo, wait, there's still life in them yet. They're refusing to go down. Starzo doing everything but look alive. That's the man who dominated them on Fracture, who's been in their head since the start. And they run. They try and get that spike. Pathway. They have to find something here.
If Keyless gets the plant, does actually have the Viper's Pit available. Looks like Bone Cold going to be the one. Good. Really difficult for Nats. He's got to find an early kill here.
If there was any, I'd be with you, but it's Nats, and it always seems possible with this man. He finds any mistakes, he punishes, he sees. Tries to get it clean, he does, and now it's down to 1. Bone Cold will be sweating bullets. Ascend desperately need this round, but it's the man, the big man against him, and he's going to be taken out. Bone Cold.
Give this up.
Yeah, wall goes up. Can't quite go for the spike plant.
Just comes ahead of it as well.
Yeah, he has to respect that now. Nats is buying time, which is fantastic for the rotations, because they didn't necessarily buy early. Nats is really trying to do the damage, and this is the backline defense that Gambit can depend upon for now. Time. They didn't leave it too late though. It's still 34 seconds, but Zeke. Tricky scenario. You know that players are close by. Just going to use the lid to try and buy a little bit of safety. Redgar still finds Starzo. That's how the spike left loose. Nats gets involved.
No way,
he pushes ahead. The man is so brave to do this. But Bone Cold quells it, but look what's left. It's down to just 1. Bone Cold in a 1v3, 13 seconds. And I think Gambit might have just done enough to get to 11. And to do it, it might just be CNED though. And they need him right now. He's been having hot and cold games. This would be the round that you depend on your heavy hitters, your superstars. But he can't find the way forward. Starzo going to try and just defend that spike going down. Bone Cold puts his life in his hands. Starzo looks towards rafters, doesn't see it, and CNED takes a look, takes a glimpse, and takes a scalp. Shados goes, Redgar down, CNED! You say you need him, there he is, but it's not without reply. Bone Cold and Starzo put into a 2v2. You've got Nats and Chronicle, the dastardly duo that we saw from the first time. Now Starzo takes down half of it, it's all on Chronicle. A 1v2 to get to 12, or it's 11-11, and we go all even again. Chronicle tries to get further forward around the world we go, they're just playing time.
Ultimate's available.
And Shados is screaming these comms. You can see it in the cam. CNED is closing that gap quick. It's on Shados to do any sort of damage he can. Slips the net, it's Shados to win. Zeke goes down, falls away safely. Chronicle by his side. The rest of the team's on the way, but Shados wants to get to 12 on his own back. Bone Cold stops the tear before it really comes through, but the spike goes down. Post plant 3 of them standing. Rez comes in and could be 4 back up. There's the Rez. It's going to be Redgar getting Shados. There's Zeke back on his feet. It's a 4v5 now. Defo still stands finding killers. And look at the positioning coming out.
No
Defo!
way.
How's he got Starzo? And now it's all down to Zeke. The one man against the army of Gambit. And it's 12 on the board for Gambit now. Kerry, you got the first tag on Cena. Does he now get the better of him? Forced to fight and he succeeds. Cena down, blades come out. Killers is going to find him, so it's not going to be easy just yet. It's not smooth sailing across the board. Starzo holds his own, takes down Nats. They have to respect this for merely a second. Shados, Redgar, Chronicle, what's the plan?
Gambit, 3v4 on the retake. Yeah, they want to scrap for this. They want to fight. Here now, Zeke has to go huge. The wall goes up, but straight away ripped away.
The time, this is it. Time to strike for Zeke. Starzo by his side. It's 12-12. Ascend aren't done yet.
The slack on the backside of Yellow. Seen it actually looking for an angle through mid here.
Wait,
Starzo pulled over.
Are you
What is
kidding
that?
me? What a time to come alive. Starzo takes down Shados, takes down Redgar. And now Nats has to respond. They have to now deal with this problem. Gambit have suddenly lost a little bit of that brilliance, that default that's kept them so safe for so long. But it's not over yet. Nats, Defo, Chronicle, some heavy hitters still stand for the Gambit side. Defo not quite finding any way in just yet, and they're sitting just deeper than those first angles they're going to have to clear. They'll let them take up to Yellow. They'll let them maybe even toy with a spike plant. They have the numbers here. But Gambit, they don't really play to percentages.
30 seconds left.
They go above and beyond. So often. They see
He's
nothing.
just tucked behind the box
Yep.
there as well. Bone Cold ready to spam through. Again, no wall, so can spam onto
walking
default
mid.
from here.
If they get a pick from this, no. Denied by CNED. Chronicle, though, that's 2.
What?
Timing, though, they're down to 10
player
seconds here.
standing.
They're not going to have the timing on this at all. Spike in hand. And this is Ascend playing.
Onto CNED. As soon as he has to back away with that. Operator, find anything on the back of this. Chronicle has to deal with that to make sure Shados can play off this position.
He's been unnoted. Now he is noted. Now they know the position. Do they swing on the Lear? It don't need to. Zeke's in their face already. Takes down Shados. Ascend, I don't think know when they're done. They've got to force Gambit away into more of a post-plant position, but that spike needs to go down.
The snake bite and the shock dart just a little off there.
That one ain't. But where do they find this entry on the way back in? Gambit presented a conundrum, a puzzle to somehow undo. Defo going to be trying to get up towards those rafters. See if he can get that pick. Zeke happy to the first contact. The wall goes up and away we go. Bone Cold says no. Starzo as well. It's down to Redgar and Chronicle. The 2 stand. Make it 1. Redgar, is there anything left in the tank? Or have Ascend done enough to take us all the way here? Redgar gonna get towards the side. Tap the spike. No way.
No way.
No way. Someone stop him. It's gonna be Zeke. And we're going the distance.
We go to map 5. Ascend. Dig so deep to find that momentum so late on in Icebox.
Woo. Notion that someone's
30
just
seconds left.
around the corner.
I think they're pausing for this flash here, so again with Starzo playing so close, he might actually be able to find a kill ahead of this. He will actually.
They went ahead of it. He did a little bit of damage, but they still stand, and there's gonna be Killers slipping away towards CT. Has to try and catch this cross, but the spike's gonna be on the site. He can't really deny that. There's a wide old flank coming in too. Keep that in the back of your mind.
left.
Zeke is going to be on the maddest of
Spike
flanks.
planted.
Seen it up towards heaven. Gambit
Turret's offline.
locked into the site, and you're right. This gives Zeke a chance, and he gets it with both hands. Looking for the follow-up. Shados, he was lower HP earlier on. Zeke, what a time to find form as Ascend. Looking like they want to send that message home. Ascend are here. First round on the board. And the scary thing is Zeke's tucked in towards hell as well. So Starzo can fall away, maybe
Yeah,
sit
exactly.
like a little deeper, just be careful, no one's
30
going to
seconds
explore too deep on that. I'm looking at this man on the screen right there, Zeke. How much more can he get done from this? Actually gets dropped on, and Defo just bullies down Starzo. Yeah, Bone Cold's alive, but he's got a time limit on his life, and he knows it. Gets aggressive, and that's the spike. Hold on. Oh, Bone Cold, I thought that shot was coming in, but time. 10 seconds now, there's still danger. They have to facilitate that cross, and Defo is defending it with his life. Gets Nats towards the site. The spike goes in, and Killers is on the ground level
Spike
now.
planted.
Yes, left to deal with this spike cam, but not even a factor here. So, cause some problems here. Zeke will pop the showstopper, try and find something in mid. He might actually find Redgar inside ropes. He will.
Redgar was none the wiser And now here's the problem, Ascend! Shut them down in the entryway! Defo can get in here eventually. How much can he do though? 10 seconds. It ain't much to play with, Ascend!
In B main, they know it's a deep default.
Some part of mid control, but now without that wall in place, it's going to be a quick burst. Defo going to try and lead the charge, but eats the flash. It's not good. Bone Cold actually took a second or two to punish it, but he still does. Swing back in from Starzo, keeps his nerve. And now you can see the pinch coming in, but it's being dealt with to perfection by Ascend. Two players still have to try and get past. Bone Cold still here! One bullet is all he needs. 3 to spare. You got any more? He finally runs out. As there's the final shutdown. Ascend are in full form, Hypog. So many players behind this wall. Bone Cold, you're surely going to get checked on. Didn't get seen. Yeah, he did. Finally, Gambit deal with him. That's the first step. And now the next layer, though. Can they still close in the gap here? CNED forced to respect this. So much utility invested. Nats with the ult comes in as well. KJ ult comes down. Zeke still stands. Starzo on the back of the site. The spray towards main. And the spike's been lost.
They're going to try and recover this here. Starzo still back sight, and Starzo stands strong again. 33 HP now.
Oh, and the aim from CNED comes in. It's a celebration from Ascend.
Here where...
Close flash. Close enough, yeah, he eats it, but he doesn't pull the trigger. He sits and waits, and he's just going to be turned into mincemeat. Defo makes it look easy. Light work!
What?
Zeke still gets away with 2. It's a 2v3. This isn't impossible. Killers and CNED up in heaven. Drops down towards Hell, looking for that pick. And oh, Killers gets 1. A 1v2. Have they even noted CNED? It looks like they want to double face through by Pillar, and he's still going to keep his life for now. 22 seconds. He's doing everything he can in this scenario. Shados is low HP. Redgar still sitting pretty. Another fight! Oh, and the spray! Just bottling brilliance. As now Gambit have to operate at the player deficit, investing the wall quickly just to try and deal with it. Zeke blocks Defo out of the sky! Who are Ascend, and where has this team been the entire time? And Gambit are desperate for this. They need a little more here. Give them some leverage, and Bone Cold gives them nothing. Fades away, doesn't want to give up too much. Nats is now trying to close the gap, but he gets hindered on approach. And Bone Cold is just buying time, pulling rotations over. And Nats has been slowed down. He can't have the impact he wants to drop down. He gets it. Good work from Nats. Trying to create some space. CNED looking to fill the void though. Ooh, and a bit of a miss and a half. Nats with the punish. If he has to do it single-handedly, he will. And that spike's on the way over. There's 2 players now towards watching this site. Zeke, position noted. Starzo's timing couldn't have been better. The guy fills the void. And look at this. See it. Let's see if there's anything to this. And Defo just gonna have to let it rip, do any sort of damage. That's a great start. Huge impact from Gambit, and finally they switch it up. Finally they look for a new option. Leaving Starzo, Killers, and CNED behind on this one. Spike plant gonna go down. Now they can invest that late round utility for the post plant.
Both res difficult here for Starzo. They have to get some control back here if they want to try and invest that. But also, they could just hold on. They could just make sure that everybody falls on the side of Gambit in this round. They'll try to force back through, but the snakebite going to slow things down there. CNED finds ahead.
Oh, CNED, maybe there's still a bit of a chance on this one. Time is going to be dwindling. There's the res coming in, though. Redgar doesn't want this to happen. He's going to find more. Chronicle by his side. It's a thrifty round that they convert, and it's a desperation round at this point from Gambit.
At least a slight adjustment in formation here. Defo quickly through ropes, and actually a deep lockdown. Cut off both heavens. And the alarm bot makes me feel as if they're going to drift towards B on the back of that.
But the spike could be in danger. I'm waiting to see if they actually crash the corner. CNED still finds Defo, and the spike's gone down. Nats is on rotation. CNED needs to just fall away to the side. They've won the fight. That was the integral one. Nats trying to keep it together. There's still another target out there, though. And there's CNED still trying to connect towards Heaven. He's trying to buy time, protect Starzo here, because Nats is desperate to get that spike back. And it's a battle on 2 fronts, as Nats is trying to play this patiently, allow time for the player Shados to come over. Couldn't adjust quickly enough, but still good damage done. Seeker's going to come out, and CNED looks to get maybe a little ahead of that.
Give them an idea. Chronicle actually springs on the back of it. Somehow finds Keyless and Zeke. CNED, the last man standing for Ascend here. And the Seeker will confirm it as they hightail it towards A.
Shot left in the mag. No one noted early on. Bladestormer's back up, drops down. Looks for the way across. Gets the glimpse and he gets the frag! frag! And a player with nothing to lose. CNED, can you find it in the time? 11 HP. Tries to draw him closer. He tries to pull him in, Chronicle. He's not going to fall for it. He holds his nerve. He's trying to give Gambit a window, a chance, something to play with. And Gambit will walk away, at least with the bare minimum now.
Divide. They might try and just get on and find this Viper's Pit.
Defo just going to throw his body on the
all a
line.
ruse.
And you're right. Look at the spike. It's over towards B. And they've absolutely bitten on this as well. Almost all players coming over, barring one. Starzo lingering around that B side. Defo trying to really sell it on this. Surely they ask questions now.
The wall on B main, if they shoot that, that's going to tell us everything they need to know.
Defo! Huge impact, impeccable work. He sold them an absolute fake and a half. And Zeke going to try and close in with that judge, but it looks like it's done for. Gambit pull out the fake just as they needed it here.
Well, I guess the success of all that conditioning, as soon as that adjustment comes on that A site hit with the Cosmic Divide, Ascend bite.
And this one step too far. Gambit.
Sure of that. And almost a willingness to fight for B Mail here.
Yeah, Shadows needs to back away quickly because Defo got out of there. Now the flash comes in, going to be forcing them further back, and now the hit looks like it wants to filter on through. Fountain on down. It's going to be Defo who just gets overrun. Bone Cold just straight up fights through him. What are these kills? Ascend. Just powerful in approach. Shados and Chronicle. Playing through from CT, but it's 4 to find. It ain't going to be easy now. Spike down the time in their side. Zeke looking for it, and he gets it. Ascend. No one's going to offer them a free kill here. And here's the swing. Red Guard. This could be everything. Timing could be great. Actually, a decent trade for Starzo. Next in line. Defo's gone down. And Nats is trying to keep this together. The one player that's left is Killez. Rifle to hand and a CT push in mind. He knows where Nats is. Maybe a further step towards Chronicle. A fight on one and a loss. Feel it can be a little exploited, and it looks like they're going to go straight in towards this. Isolate if they can! And Shados greets him with a smile. Sends Zeke right on back. Defo still trying to do the dance, and he comes out on top. And now just two, make it one. Killers with nothing to do but die. And Gambit stamp their authority back in this game. It's, how do you get past it? How, like, what are you meant to do? And now you add this into the mix. Okay, well, mid suddenly a little less available. And that's give away that he's here, but he's still... What? Zeke wins that? Yeah, everyone's coming back to mid. They're like, oh. What? Okay, that changes how this round plays out. Mid's suddenly available, and these rotations are getting cut off from each other. There's the Owen Vista, so they know exactly where these players are going to be waiting. Defo, got to be careful now. There could be something waiting down those depths, and there is. It is CNED. However, it is a look towards that B side, but we know the utility setup is good from Chronicle, but can he keep it in check? Yes, he absolutely can. Defo by his side finds Zeke, and now Chronicle want to get aggressive on this, but look where the spike's going. It's heading straight towards A.
Defo being positioned here almost has a good idea of exactly what's going on. Starzo does have the reds, but as we can see on the minimap, none of those are attainable right now.
They're getting aggressive.
They have to. Gambit have the man advantage here, and they have the lockdown. They need to prevent that from being used here.
Defo knows it though, keeping this in the forefront of his mind. Showing attendance, Starzo sprays him wildly, he gets one! Red Guard's fallen, and now they back away. That's what they wanted. They wanted that one pick, and now they could have unleashed. Starzo playing by Pillar, looks towards heaven. There's that lockdown coming on through. What do they do with this? 10 seconds.
This is so late though.
You're not wrong. This is wrong. Oh, CNED, you're playing with fire, and Defo's going to punish Starzo though. Back to the side, back to the wall quite literally. And he's got to be careful. Isolates one, and now the 1v1. He loses out to Defo, but the timing is all theirs. Ascend, make it to double digits. And Defo trying to push up. He's got...
This is awkward.
Red
The flash
here,
through.
flash, and it's going to be a delayed push. Wait, what? Zeke and Starzo deny Defo and Red Guard's aggression. Zeke takes the site. He's got the showstopper in hand. He's looking for any target, and he finds one. Nats is obliterated, and the site is now going to be under Ascend control. Spike surely to be planted, and Shados and Chronicle can say nothing in this matter. Shados does find Killez, but is there a world in which they can even find an avenue?
No way.
No way, they're out. They're out.
They have to be. This is Ascend on 11, like I said.
This if you want Gambit to close back into this game, and I feel like it was inevitable they'd be able to get there, but now CNED instantly puts himself in this. Redgar on the back lines looking to do damage, but it's just a Spectre. As much as he can try and fight, it's still not much to bring through. Chronicle only good for one, and Nats with the Spectre again still tucked in the corner. CNED, he falls, and Nats still stands.
I don't know how Nats just won that with a Spectre versus Cena at that range, but Defo also going to find Bone Cold. We're going to get ahead of this. Keyless will respond though. A 2v2 presented. Keyless gets tagged up.
They're digging in so deep right now. Starzo though takes them to 12, and Ascend are on championship point. Owned to go against the odds, but right now Ascend are playing out of their minds. Keyless checked on early, tries to play safety. Defo wants to close that gap. He wants to be the one to make the difference, and all he feels is the full force from Keyless. And now they're out of positions, they're out of sorts. Shados, what'd you do with this? He's talking to Sewer.
Might even get caught, but CNED,
oh my god, CNED's just unleashed as well. So they've now opened up that A site. This instantly dwindles Gambit's numbers down to 3. Nats, Redgar, and Chronicle. How do you hold on to this? The ult comes in, the information free-flowing now. Chronicle tries to walk up. It's going to be Zeke and Starzo on the other side. They're keeping their composure. They're going to try and play him through heaven. Nats is on the other side of this, but all he has is that Spectre. He's already seen one pass. CNED finds one. It's all on Redgar now. And this is what it comes down to. One more man to stand, and Redgar,
30 seconds left.
all the hours you've put in, thousands upon thousands, is down to a 1v4, and it's done! Ascend! The first of their kind to etch their names in the history books. And they did it in the shadows, surprising so many. And they've worked so hard.
This is really the second coming of this roster. We saw a dip in performance, a dip in form, and what a time to come back online here. Toppling Gambit, who have just looked dominant, even in the round, even in the series that they drop a map here and there. They show comeback, they show resilience, and Ascend squash that here in the grand finals.
Amazing work from Ascend. Truly, I think the quarterfinals dip out in the past threw a lot of doubt on their name. Put a lot of the brilliant superstars in question. But this is the crowning moment. They're one of the first out of the EMEA to show how talented they are. Gambit took that from them, and they've taken it right back.
Again, they come away from this, no shame in this. Ascend played absolutely lights out on that final map. Had an answer for everything, even where you think Gambit have the strengths. Ascend actually topple them in their comfort zone, where Gambit have looked best. What an insane series from start to finish.